what's your biggest financial mistake you have
Should
made?
I go first or should
Yeah,
Funke
go first.
I put $6,000 into
You say what?
into a crypto fund.
Okay.
I ended up with zero.
Before tech, I was working in Plaza.
That was in Plaza.
Exactly. I was going to tell you that was in Port Harcourt and South that
Okay,
way.
working in
Shopping
a store,
mall.
in a shop. Nepo, Lapo, I said Plaza, they said shopping mall. Man was not shopping mall. Don't allow me call you a Nepo baby. Don't be giving me face of calling you Nepo baby.
Nepo baby.
You are getting my first pay was around 200k plus to build websites.
Sorry, you say 200,000
To
naira.
build websites. What was your first big paycheck? Like your range? That is unusual.
It was like 880 euros.
When I did Google summer season of dogs.
Oh, you did that.
I'm saying Sodiq portfolio. I'm
Full stop.
to be rich as my friend.
Full
so
stop.
Let me just put it that way.
Return of money is usually better than return on money.
Dollar.
I just have a question for you, Bami.
Nah,
Do you like lay on the floor when you pray, or you
your
raise
position.
your hands, or you?
So that we can know the position.
What we take while we ask God for. Oh, that's okay. God, I beg. Bami style.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to a new season of the Not in Africa podcast, where we talk about related gist in the tech ecosystem, topics people are shying away from, and also insider gist from founders, developers, designers, and community leaders. I'm Timothy.
And I'm Bami, and we're your co-hosts for this season. This season is in collaboration with Mastermind CC, a creative agency for those cool companies and creators. And we are so excited to be here. Don't forget to subscribe,
Like and share with everyone.
Let's go.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the Nothing Podcast, where we'll talk about everything and anything in the tech ecosystem. So your inside gist to wrap in the ecosystem. And I'm here with your amazing co-host, your international co-host.
Oh, yes.
Hi, Bami.
Hello. Welcome to the Nothing Africa podcast. My name is Oluwabami, and I'm super excited to be here again with this man.
Today's conversation will be... See, you should have been here while we're doing behind the scene conversations. Today's conversation, you don't want to miss it. Talking around money.
Wait, hold up. Do I look like it?
Like money.
No? Yes.
No, you look like
Because
money.
the
You're
vibe
on
is
dream.
we're talking
like
about
money.
money, right? We're
You look
talking about
money.
finances. And we need to look the parts.
How much
Do
you
I-
have the money?
Wait, now they say you can fake it till you make it.
No, there's this word, na money to define money. The money to define money, I don't get that money. It means you get the money to define money.
You said they wear green now.
My green, I want to dark green, I want to light one. Yours is giving the money.
Anyways, so we're talking about money today. Very interesting topic. What?
Basically, Techies and how we spend money. That's what we're talking about. So, people come into tech because of the money for it. iPay is an iPay industry. The ability for you to work from home and also do being able to own your time. In a time, not like really own your time, but own your time. That's why people come into tech. So today we're talking about how techies make money, spend money, save money, and flex money. So I know that we have two amazing people, right? Coming as a guest for this conversation. These people, in my own terms, have made money, right? Oh. They have spent money.
Amen.
They have saved money.
Preach.
And they have flexed money.
Amen.
And there is an in-between to it. So we have to understand when they did flex the money, when to stop flexing the money, when to save the money, when to spend the money, when to do all that in between everything. So we're having the president of the MBU, Sodiq. Is a program manager, community manager, and also I'll call him a financial coach because he usually owns this financial roundtable team I see on WhatsApp a lot.
I'm part of his student.
I'm trying to make money to the point whereby I'm able to afford the finance roundtable so I can be part of the table.
Shut up.
I have to make that money for me to be part of that table. That's so the hi Sodiq, how's it going?
Hi everyone. I'm shy.
There's money in the voice.
Yeah,
The
the
deep
money
breaths.
sound like voice.
Hi, everyone.
Okay. Hi everyone. I'm excited to be here. I have to first, conjure up my inner power. So
The money power.
that, when you're surrounded by greens.
Wow.
And you're sitting on green.
You're sitting on green.
You have to conjure that power. So I'm excited to be here. This is amazing that you both are doing, and the other guy that is not here. So the three of you.
We have to cut this clip, right? This is something guys have to just cut that clip so I can post it separately. I'm doing something amazing. My mom will be proud.
Yeah, so
Mom will be proud.
Mama will make you proud.
Mama will make you proud finally. And again, it's a balanced conversation. We have a male character talking around money. Also have like a female character. So you won't see that Techies made by Techies spend money. He's a guy talking about it. Also have a female talking about not really making money, spending, flexing. You have to make the money first of all. So if you're not making money, don't know wash. You have to like wash. So when you make the money, you can still know how to spend, flex, and save. So we're having Funke. She's a second writer in terms of like the tech feed. Then she also like share her journey. Don't allow me call you a nepo baby.
Nepo
Don't be giving me
baby.
nepo baby.
Nepo baby.
You are
I am not a
This
nepo.
is a safe space. It's a safe space.
It doesn't have to be hello. I'm not a nepo baby.
Nepo baby. Sharing our wealth with Funke.
My mother watches this show.
Sharing
That she's my
our
mother.
wealth is okay. Funny enough, see if you want to believe the whole nepo baby conversation,
Go on
right?
Instagram.
Instagram, that's even one. That's probably the other one. We're having a conversation. Then by the time of Nokia C1, C2,
That was
we are saying we use that phone in secondary school.
Funke used that
SS1.
own.
Funke used the primary school.
In primary
Then
school.
since when that phone was released, the year that phone was released, someone was using it in primary school.
Well, we were using SS3.
Then connect the dots.
Connect it.
Then
Do
those around
with that information.
using
watch
allowances
this.
while in school. They also connect the dots. There's a lot of dots to connect to. So don't just fight it. She's an apple baby. But yeah, it takes a number of people to argue with you that they are suffering. A lot of people will not argue. A lot of people will just understand.
agree.
So yeah, agree so so they say. But no one want to feel among. So yeah, hi Funke. How is it going?
They say you are trying to feel among the
Like
Lapo
I'm
baby.
trying to feel poor.
You're trying to feel
No, I feel poor. You're not feeling poor. You're trying to feel that you have been there
Are you
before.
calling me poor?
Wow.
Say you problem. Then.
Is it possible to change my I'm not comfortable with this
That's a problem. Skill issues.
It's a skill issue again.
It's a skill issue.
Wait, sorry. If it's a skill issue, that means there's room for growth. If it's a skill issue,
Wow.
there's room for growth.
It's a you problem.
That's a you
Wow.
problem.
That's a you problem.
Hello. Hi, Bami. Hi, Timothy. Hi.
Hi.
Look at the
baby
voice.
I don't know if you are Nepo or Lapo, but hello.
Jeez.
Like, I mean, he can self-identify.
Okay,
Wow.
self-awareness. All right.
It's
Good.
a lot. Okay,
Awesome.
now we've done the introduction across board. So we have Nepo baby, Lapo baby. Even my coach is with the Nepo baby. I found out today that she's a Nepo baby.
Where you find out?
Far back 2015, 2014, she was using allowance, 20k allowance. You know what 20k then? If you buy land for Wari that time with 20k. So she was doing that.
But I
Then
can explain.
We were saying C1, C2, Symbia. She was saying no, Blackberry. Like, yeah. She was able to relate to those Nokia and Symbia phones. So yes, the only Lapo and kind of Lapo people.
I identify as a rich man henceforth.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm
That's
choosing my position.
Sean, yes.
Mom, sorry, I'm identified as a Lapo baby. But for the after, I identify as a Lapo baby. So yes. So again, we are going through savings. If you make a big check, your first big check, what should you do? Act like manage money as a techie and stuff like that. So the first question I want to ask, which I'm trying to both of you, was what was your first? No, so before you do your first big check, what were you doing before tech?
Your financial situation.
What was your financial situation before tech?
That was it.
Were you? No, I will ask you, Sha, but I know financial situation was always up there.
Do that.
So,
It's for the both of them.
but
For
so
the both of them.
no, let's come from someone identified as a rich man. Because if I'm a rich man, you identify as a rich man. So let's come from someone that identifies as a rich man.
I left my own.
Oh, my head.
What?
Oh.
No, sorry, my bad.
Okay.
My bad, sorry.
Okay.
What was
What's
the
my
financial
financial
situation?
situation?
Before
Okay.
tech.
I was rich in my own way.
Love it.
Clock
Anyways.
it. That's nice.
You know, this is making me rack my brain because I think it was around. So let me go. How far back do you want me to go?
Before tech.
As
Just the
far
thing
as
before
you
tech.
can. Before tech.
Before
So
tech.
maybe before tech. So right outside of secondary school, I grew up in Moshi. Most people already know that. So right out of secondary school, I was teaching O level students, A level students.
Oh, you did all those lesson center
Yes,
thing.
so I did lesson center,
Well, you
and
also
I was
know-
a big boy. I think I was earning maybe 5K per month.
Which year was this?
That should be 2012, starting 2012. So 2012, 2013. Because
Valid,
I remember
valid.
that my first jump was in 2012. So as I was preparing for my
Okay,
jump,
hold up. Sorry for cutting. So while you just finished secondary school, you're already teaching people.
yes,
Oh wow.
That also
That must
really
take a lot
play.
of trust. The trust you got.
They trust your
abilities. If you sabi,
Ah,
if you
Sodiq,
sabi
they're
now.
not
Okay,
saying-
okay.
If
But
you
that's
sabi,
MBO.
Okay. Oh,
Do you-
okay.
Do you know how many of my students that I'm walking around on the street, they will prostrate and greet me?
Eh?
Valid,
Nah,
valid,
You
valid.
taught me back then, and they've graduated now.
Valid.
Even though
You
our
can't shame
videographer
them.
was saying I was in one of my classes back in the days.
You see.
So,
Must be
there is-
nice.
OG.
there is track
Okay.
record that shows.
That
So
is
the money
good.
might still be manifesting,
Mhm.
but
Actually, tutor.
Tutor.
Wow.
Clock that.
After
now
I
you
get.
say it.
I see,
Okay,
I see, I
please
see.
So
go
I was
on.
teaching O levels. I think in months that was good. So I started getting small promotion, maybe earning 10K. I think I retired from teaching in 2018. But along the line, I found out on Facebook that you could be. So I was a part of Facebook groups. I can't remember the name now. Maybe Eily something network. So it was a Facebook group that had different people that were talking about different opportunities online. And from secondary school, I was using a Symbian phone. I was lucky. So I was playing with Symbian phones.
Say he was lucky.
Unlike some people that were using
Blackberry there.
before they abused me. But I was using a Symbian phone. So it meant that I knew sites like Wapka, Wapka.mobi, I think webs.tk. No, webs.com, and then there was .tk. So what those things were is you could like site builders. So you could just drag and drop on your phone. We'll share build sites. We'll build site that you can get to go cheat from. You can get
Which year was this?
To go cheats.
in
To
secondary
go.
school. So 2011,
So you built this in secondary school?
2012. That one was not real building. I was just playing around. So, talking to also building to go modes. I don't know if any of you
Yeah, I did
used
that
to
to
go modes.
go.
I'm sure I don't know. Do you want to
She
know?
carried it
I
now.
do. I come and I used
Team,
to.
BBM.
Guys, I
Do you
BBM.
know to
No, I
go?
didn't have a
Do you
BlackBerry
know to
phone.
go
Oh, she
mode?
did that. Man.
But no, I don't know. But
Do you know to go
I
mode?
don't. So.
But Bami knows.
You know,
No,
we
no
move, you'll
wonder
be
we
moving
stay
from
close
one
to
dele.
each other. So we had to go modes back in the day, and then to go was on Java phone, so it's like a modified version of Java phone that will not use data. So that time because you don't have data, so the to go mode will not use data. You'll be browsing for
They
free.
cannot chat with someone that is using number to go.
Yes,
Jesus is Lord.
it's like to go, but you just change something.
what a discovery.
One of the wrong things so far back there.
So that was back in the day. So I found that Facebook group. So that Facebook group was what I would say is my proper induction into proper technology, because so I started seeing other people, of course, definitely much older than myself, some that we still keep the relationship till today. And I started my own Facebook group back then, addresssocial.com, which is where I would now say I made like my first tech money from. It was not even coding or anything like that. It was a group where I was sharing tips on managing your social media better. So
I missed everything that you are.
Actually,
Yeah, say
guys,
social media manager.
back in the days.
Hey,
So I
okay.
was sharing things like buffer, Hootsuite,
Far back then.
far back then, yeah.
Interesting.
So
I heard of buffer like
yeah, so this one was around
2 or 3
2
years
years
ago.
ago. The community management.
More.
So you've known about buffer.
Okay.
Okay.
Expect on his name. Just
We
put
just-
on his name. Just
That's
why I
ex-president.
asked,
After
where
the
should
That's
how
I
it's
start
president.
from? Should I
Respect my
start from
first
the
episode.
back Or I should bring. So
Okay.
this was around 2014-ish. So by 2015, I'd already built some form of credibility with managing the group. I was consistent, posting every day. And then I think that was when so I now sold an ebook. It was 1,000 naira. But the ebook was like a 1-page ebook that had tips on all the tips that I was sharing on the group. I repackaged them into a very simple ebook. I will look for the ebook. I'm sure it will be in my email. I think I sold to about 80 people. So they paid to my Zenith Bank. There was no payment gateway. I think the payment gateway we had back that time, there was no pay stack. Yeah,
I
no
don't
pay
think
stack.
so.
No pay stack.
No pay stack.
There was one, but I can't remember the name. Vogue Pay or something like that. Yeah. But, I couldn't use it. I think I couldn't set it up. So they paid to my Zenith Bank account.
80K.
Yeah, 80K. So that was the
2015.
money that I now used to buy my first laptop in Black Friday of that year. Let me stop now.
Respect, sir.
My president of
Take
the
their
MBU.
award, sir. You go receive their award,
award.
sir. You go receive their award.
Been doing it far back.
Okay.
You sold the ebook. People bought the ebook. People.
Yes. Now.
You know also seen so.
You know they also
Man, I've
say
seen the future from the past.
What we are doing now ain't don't run
don't
out far
run
back
am
10 years
since.
Do
ago.
now.
I was telling
Ah.
myself that the things that I would do this year, next year, that I will use to make it finally, there are things that I have done in the past, but I will just do them at a better scale.
Thank God I'm
And
your
better
friend.
level.
Thank God I'm his friend.
Thank God I'm your friend.
Thank God
I
I'm his
love to
friend.
be your friend.
Not people that abused me on set.
No,
I know my friend.
Yes! Hey, which camera?
Wait.
camera?
Wait,
Some
Sodiq.
Yeah, exactly. I'm his friend. You sign so I'm
to
his
people
friend.
that use BlackBerry.
I'm his friend.
Sorry,
You saw it.
Sodiq, you're not my friend. I'm not your.
I've
Wow.
never seen
I
you
want to buy
Wow.
car.
Okay, let's move it to you, right? So,
Okay.
You decide that. Okay.
no, nah.
I'm valid for the
No,
conversation.
you are valid. You are valid.
All right.
What were you doing before tech? I just had couple with all the first money you made in tech. So for him, he was doing gig tutor. The tutor part of the gig, that's what he was doing. Then made the first one was like 80K selling ebook. What was yours?
You have to believe my story, though. It's
The
not
moment you say you
You have to believe my story.
Because during the pre-conversation you were attacking, you were telling me I'll explain.
No,
But yeah.
we will accept
Cool.
them.
So I think the conversation here is I had started tech quite early, but for the fun of it. My dad had taken me to this hub where we were learning WordPress. He really don't like
My
us
dad
being...
had taken me.
Your
Okay.
dad
Really?
took you to
Yeah.
an hub
Yeah.
to learn WordPress.
He really does not like...
God.
Wait, no. He didn't take me to learn WordPress. He doesn't like us being at home during the holidays. So he took me to this hub/library where they teach... Like, they taught a lot of random things. Communication skills, writing skills. So WordPress 2 was just part of the side package, the tech pack, right? Prior to that time, he always used to send me to cyber cafes every holiday to go and learn Mavis Beacon and the rest. But he still wanted me to be a medical doctor. So if this holiday we do Mavis Beacon, next holiday we are going to go to the hospital
Valid.
and put stethoscope and what they call it.
Stethoscope.
Until the time I check somebody's heartbeat and I told her that she's not breathing.
Ah!
I didn't know that.
Well,
the idea that
the person was alive. Oh.
Yes, I didn't know that.
I
For
didn't
somebody's
know.
heart to be beating, they miss their life. Me, I just used to be like, what does doctors used to check? So I check, I say, man, your heart is not beating. She said, go for me, my heart to be
You didn't go near that medical field at the end. Right?
yeah, of course, can't you see? Where are we? So, but yeah, long story short, I had been playing. So WordPress was like the first contact of tech. But I was doing it because like we're in a holiday program. It was just for the fun of it. I was using it to write recipe on how to cook my favorite food or something. Just basic stuff. And then every holiday after that hub became a more frequently visited place. So the next time I came, I figured out it was JavaScript they were talking about. HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Still the basic stuff. I was in somewhere before SS3 at the time.
Eh?
Oh yeah, I was really young. Like I was
Well, this whole story is
It
secondary
was
school.
it was secondary school. So I was
Interesting.
somewhere. So that's why I say the conversation of what were you doing before tech. It's almost like I've been playing with tech all my life. I just became serious recently. So I didn't know that people had careers out of it. Like, people are software engineers or something like that. Nah. In my mind, like I'm just like, this thing, I know how to do it now. I'm not press. I know how to do it. Like it was just for fun. I wish I took it
Those
seriously.
supposed to walk and sweat.
What
When
was
they
it, my
also,
own work?
when they also make money, you're like,
I really wish. Well, I mean, no regrets, but I really wish I took it like seriously so that I'll make like right now. I won't be not in Africa now. Not in Africa, people miss me in Argentina or Japan or whatever it is. So
valid,
yeah,
valid,
I'm not
valid.
in
We like
Africa,
that.
don't collect some.
Yeah,
No,
valid.
it's a meet her.
It's a meet her.
We'll
Now we
meet
should go there
her.
too
We
now.
go
Sorry, before you go-
But
there. So
Now
she
you
don't
want make her, now you want make her
sub.
sub now. Now
as
you
you
want,
know,
now you
it's not
not
stop.
there. Where una dey Lagos?
She did that too.
Una go-
Both of us not there. Both of us not there. So we
All
don't
of
each
us
other.
ready to
None
They
of
go
us
baby
there.
don't collect.
So
so it was after secondary school because I stayed in a boarding house. So there wasn't much to do, right? You only have stuff to do when you're on holiday. So it was after coming out of school that the reality, like, of what are you going to do with your life, blah, 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 dawned on me. One, because I switched from medicine to information technology
Yeah.
You
without
switched.
telling my
you
parents.
switch and be the switch you.
No, that was my first jam. My first jam without telling my parents. So, like, number one, it was the issue of the girl who I talked about being Benkasing all her life. All of a sudden, says she never go to the computer. She said, "Oh, God, the information technology. Waiting the technology inside that information." So, it was hard for my parents to grasp. They even took me to see a counselor at the time. Thankfully, the counselor was like, "Oh, like that we're going to that era of
Counselor.
yeah, no counselor."
I wish people talk.
Like-
No, it was
Therapy.
like a local, not therapy.
Okay.
Counselor.
No.
And then we were in the era where they were like, let children do what they want. So that was my saving grace.
Which era?
No, like people had started adopting the ideology that.
Which era?
Which era?
This was like 2018. I entered uni 2018.
They still don't allow us
The era is
to
not
do
here.
what we
I don't know
want
which era.
to do.
Even till 2026
In my own
now.
world, child, nobody forces. Maybe it's just my own.
Valid, your word.
Yeah,
Bacala,
my
wow.
world.
Sodiq, we don't.
So my parents struggled with that idea a lot. And then
Hmm.
fast forward, I got in. So now that time I started to take the whole coding thing seriously. I was watching tutorial hell. I was back to back and all of that. And then I got into school, met a few people. They were in a community, and that's how everything spiraled from there. So I was working as an engineer. Knew early that I was learning, code and all of that. I knew very early that that front end thing was not for me. It was not for my father. It was not for my mother. So I just moved ASAP to back end. So I was writing mostly Laravel, PHP, and then JavaScript for the longest time. So in that community, we moved. It's called Inventors. We moved from being learners to being teachers. So we started teaching other people. So it was just like knowledge transfer. They just wanted to make sure that, because they were like these guys were working at banks like First Bank, but they were in their final year. There was no legacy. So they were just trying to build a legacy. So and that's how it fast forwarded. And then like COVID, I think the year after COVID was when I got the first the first job. But before that, I had picked a couple of things because the tech wasn't forthcoming. Like I shared with you.
You did what?
I did recharge card SME business where you buy data for people, buy airtime for people, subscribe GoTV and all of that at a cheaper rate. I also just remembered that there was one time I sold t-shirts, but I mean, I was doing middleman. I was not in the production, like between who was producing I knew early enough that business wasn't just appealing. So I was really looking for the next best thing. So, but yeah, 2021-ish, I think I got my first job as a junior software engineer. After volunteering. So at this place, they just picked me because they had worked with me before. And then they're like, okay, this person could fit in the role. And then that's how I got my first paycheck. I think that was like 100,000.
Wow. First paycheck.
100K.
Oh, like I was so lucky.
There's a part
Your
in
favorite.
this story. You know, you got your paycheck, your 80K. You wait till Black Friday, then you bought laptop.
Oh no,
There
you
was
didn't
no
ask for
laptop
my
story.
big paycheck.
No, not big percentage. No, for him, right? He also sold the book to buy laptop. Your own.
You don't have.
Isn't there was laptop from the beginning?
Okay, so yeah and no. So growing up, because there was my father wanted us to be tech savvy. That's why he took us to cafes and all of that. So I think when we were like somewhere in secondary school, he bought I and my brothers, all of us, one Samsung battery laptop like that.
Takrike.
Don't call it working. Don't call it working.
It was cool for that time. But like,
So it's
it
not
wasn't.
Takiri?
It wasn't. No, hold on. For this, you couldn't run code on it.
Back then, was it
Yeah.
okay?
It was cool. You know, it wasn't like very functional, but it was cool. Like, you know, it's cool
Can I
stuff.
use a laptop to boil water? Me, I have used laptop that you will put
No, it
pot
wasn't that
there.
bad. It wasn't
And
that
if you
bad.
And the
If
water
you
will be
open-
hot.
I was doing Android Studio
No, it wasn't that bad.
this time.
You
This
said that
story
laptop.
is still long now. You see where we dey. You still dey 2015 now.
No, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that
Okay.
bad. It wasn't that bad. And then that's how. So there was a laptop, but it got bad in 100 level. And then my father was like, "That's your cup of tea. You are the one that said you want to go and do computer now. You didn't do medicine." So I had to wait. And I think at a point, a friend of mine gifted me his old laptop for my birthday.
Friends.
Check your circle. Just check your circle.
And then, I mean, they are my primary investors. Today, they are reaping the reward of their benefits.
Oh.
Aww.
How can I invest
So
now?
today-
I
No,
can
I don't
make
make them already. So there's no.
Oh.
Yeah, but then, next question.
He said next question. Moment of silence.
You have to take your life.
A moment of silence.
No problem. Now,
I
life
mean, it's
goes
just
on.
like buying
No,
gold when
no
it's
explain
high.
now,
Like
no,
when the
no,
money,
no.
when the matter been there, like.
I hear you now.
But please,
I hear you.
this is my own time. If you want to invest in me, so that in the couple of years I go, they say
You just say you go make
you
am.
were, I go make am na deaf.
Okay.
You dey whine.
Like, just question I ask.
You dey whine.
No, I don't. But I mean, she don't give testimony and say those who invest that time. they
And
invest
so
now.
you go and come
Yeah.
and invest in me now,
Steadily see dividends.
So I feel say me, I feel your
so that
plug
you
in again.
two go steadily dey.
Start working for you now.
In a few years. Okay, I see the light. I see the light. I knew I selected my friends well.
Wow.
I knew.
Wow, God, when, God, when.
Invest.
And I
You
tell
don't
you,
come up back
the best you care.
No, man, that's Timothy.
Is my money bad?
No.
Is it you that is the problem?
You guys say the best in your life.
Like, person will go like collect 200x in 10 months, 200x in 5 months. Now,
No,
what
I'm
did
not.
they try?
I'm not that greedy now. You ask now. Say, Timothy, if you invest, what you totally looking at? What expected returns? You ask me now.
I'm not interested in that.
Okay.
I don't play sub
I
twice.
say make you keep your investment. Me, I say make go invest in me. They say shey me go make am.
Sorry.
Even when I make am, I cannot remember you. Shift. So next question, please.
Sorry,
I don't receive sub. Then okay, I don't want to invest here again. I say you make I come back. Go. They tell me say they don't go remember me again.
I can't remember you.
That you have bad character.
Check your ways.
Check yourself.
No, I will eat my money. I will eat it. Don't worry.
Okay, so Timothy, we don't hear from our guests. How's your whole experience?
Life before
Your life before tech.
Before tech.
Are you even in tech first?
I'm not in
Okay.
tech, so I'm not in tech.
Okay, so your life before you have money.
No, I was in tech now. After I left tech now, then
Yeah.
I turned to content creator.
Do you still have? Were you ever in tech?
I was already in tech. I was like,
You're just in the
I
ecosystem.
was just in the ecosystem. I'm just in the ecosystem. Wow. See, I won't take that shit. I won't take that shit for everyone.
Community.
Building ecosystem and building communities.
Yeah,
I won't do that.
community builder. Let's have it.
Okay, so before tech, what was that? Before tech, I was working in Plaza. Yes, I was working in Plaza before tech.
That was
Then-
in Plaza.
Exactly, I was going to tell you that there was a Port Harcourt and Southern
Okay,
way.
working in
Shopping
a store,
mall.
in a shop. Oh, Nepo, I said Plaza, I said shopping mall. Man was not shopping mall. Man was not shopping mall. Let's show the difference. No. Okay, I won't take this.
You people don't hijack
I won't
this
take this.
episode.
No.
You know, I turn on to Lapo versus Nepo baby.
No, you can't.
We're talking about
You
tech
can't.
finances.
No, where I worked was
Calm
not
down.
shopping mall. I know shopping mall. For me, shopping mall. More. They are nice.
Na plaza. We don't hear you.
But mine was not
Plaza.
nice.
I get it.
Not those caravan-ish
It's like a
settings.
co.
You say na caravan.
So where people usually register for jam, WAEC, all those
Okay.
things, cafe-ish.
Okay.
Yes.
So now even tech work they do.
That's a cool. Educational,
I say
Well, they operate
information
I
and
don't-
technology.
Yeah. So I did that. Then I was doing that learning how to barb. So I turned to Ibaba.
Because you can't do that kind. I dey look you.
I dey look you, yeah.
I dey wonder.
I said that's what I was.
Wetin do the
That's what I
career
was.
Please, relax. When you attack my passion way back. So I was learning it then. So life happened. My mom said I should stop learning the barbing because I usually came home around 9, 10, 11 at night. So like but I'm not sure my barbing they go do by that time. So I stopped.
Okay.
So that was it too. That was the thing I did before trying to earn a honest living. 8K, 10K per month as salary. Then
And this was when?
This was 2016. So 15, 16, 17.
now.
15, 17. So 8K, 10K.
Money na water.
So then I got into tech. I think my first pay in tech. I'm still looking for HR, but I think around there. The first pay was. Can we count sponsorship as part of a pay?
No, you work for the money. You don't work for them.
See, hi. You want talk?
I'm not here. See,
No, I
if you allow me to open my mouth
exactly.
and have this conversation, I want my mouth to have this conversation.
Sorry, nervous.
So if not that, I think my first pay was around 200K plus to build websites.
Sorry, say
200,000
To build
naira.
websites.
When?
That was 2017. Should be 2017.
Can you see the issues?
2017.
I was talking about 100,000 in 2021. 2017, I'll be when?
It's based on clients, so let's end the conversation there.
2017.
It's based
It's
on
on
clients.
clients.
Over 4 years
I don't
earlier.
build site 50K before.
And you
Omo,
say,
I
I've
need
been
to
Nepo
think-
baby.
I need to
Okay.
No.
think
No,
my-
let's not bother going.
I won't bother
situation.
going because again, it's his client. And you're working for a company full time, and it was like a one-off landing page job now.
Landing page.
Now you got
Have
200K
you been part
for.
landing page before? Which I learned how to be part landing page.
Ah, 200K landing page.
2017. How much was my
He said
school
it's
fees?
based on
No, the
Based
clients.
on clients.
It's a client thing.
Oh,
So it's a client
the
thing.
clients being engaged.
No.
It's a client thing.
Have
So
a good client.
it's a client thing. So that was
Where
it.
is the client for worry?
Content.
Don't insult my time. What I don't go take now to shade worry.
I know.
What's what I say? Where for worry?
It's a
It was even a backward thing. Like for worry, like worry is backward.
For worry?
For worry.
Oh yeah, forward. Forward.
Yes, for worry. Exactly. Yes, in worry. Yes.
Okay, I agree.
So that was it for me. Before I started struggling till now.
Yes, cause
So you asking me what was your own what was your life before tech?
oh okay.
And you shared it once before, Shao. In one episode like that. You shared it before. Oh, yeah, Shao. What was it?
Oh okay. So my life before tech.
Before tech money. Before tech money.
A moment of silence. Okay, so what was I doing?
Working in a bank.
No,
You want to be
I
a
said
banker
I
before?
wanted to be a banker. Me, even though I studied computer science, I wanted to be a banker. So
Wow.
I grew up in a family of.
This one is start with family of
You must get it right.
there you go. I'm not the home again.
Well, it's not as if we were like forced to do stuff, but your head. I mean, you go just know say you must not carry this kind of results go house. That kind of setting. So I think from then I have programmed myself that whatever I'm doing, I have to do it well in my head. So when I was in school, we are not allowed to work. My father would tell you, say, is giving you that money, that allowance, so that you face your studies.
Wow.
Hence, you don't bring the bad results home. So you have to. I mean, I was getting monthly allowance and food, so I did not have problems. So all this saying, I go the enter business. Me, I did not do that one while I was in school.
So
I was just studying.
My children will have this testimony.
Amen. Ah!
I was just studying, okay? And so I wanted to be a banker. I love the way they dress. Maybe that's why I'm like a bit stylish. I love the way
Sunday dressing
bankers.
with Bami.
I love the way they dress. So I wanted to be a banker. And then I think I don't know how I even like got to come to Lagos in 2020. The whole tech thing came to me in 2020. I am very, very new to the ecosystem.
2020.
While you all have been hearing it since like
2015.
no, this one
16,
is more than 2015.
2012.
This one is more than
2012, 2010.
Yeah, you don't
Then
say.
2012. 2018, 26. No, this one it come from
It came from above.
It came from above,
no,
nah.
2016 was when we actually started writing the codes.
No, now before then you did do WordPress.
Yeah.
Way
Like
back.
just-
So
Yeah,
way
2
back,
years
way back.
before.
You too, like your whole self don't take.
No, nothing now.
You don't take. You know, be 2017 you collect your first pay.
200K.
So that one,
Alongside.
I don't
You
know
don't
tech.
take.
That
That
one
one,
not be first pay.
I don't know
Because
as-
experience go
no.
don't choke.
I don't know
Before they
as
give you-
tech as
Oh
all
God,
this
don't
stuff.
say
But you
that.
say
Don't,
tech.
Emma, don't say
Now
that.
I'm looking at tech now. That time I just
Nah,
build
lie.
websites.
Now build
You can.
websites.
So
When they call you, say that time I
That was
just
it was just play. Oh.
now play now. We just
I was
do
just
am.
having fun.
Finish.
Me and my guys.
I don't want to hear it
now
anymore.
so
But yeah. So
So-
what was your first pay in tech?
my first pay.
That is unusual.
It was like 880 euros.
I'm sorry, why are we here?
What? No.
Wait,
But-
Why are we here?
Before you go.
Pay.
is it per year?
No. I'm telling you that when I got him quite like my whole journey is still not less than 5 years.
I'm like 1.5, 1.6. So.
As at now, as at then it was like 600K ish.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, it was like-
the
Euro now, Euro.
Euros now.
They
Yes,
cut
it
your
was
money.
600K.
Not even dollars.
This was
How you take
2022
Siam?
now.
Don't you? I'm about to get my first dollar.
So my first tech.
Let's focus.
First circle.
Yeah.
Guys, we've been
It
joking.
was
Bambi,
remote.
no,
So
bro.
that's why I'm not even used to like working locally.
Yay!
I'm looking for it.
So we. Wow. Civil servant here, civil servant here.
Working
Say
locally.
locally. Ah.
Please, why are we the guests? She just said that. Let's swap chairs.
At this point,
Like this,
at this point,
no need to
I wanted to ask them what was their first big pay,
purchase.
big purchase, and no, what their first tech pay, like the range for it, then what they bought.
why they even say this?
Then-
Can we cut that?
It will never get to that. It will never get to you because
Can I?
your first pay was your first big pay was your first pay, and for us that money is what
I'm
we
sure
are
that
striving
money is
to.
not big to her now. She
No,
should
nah,
say the truth.
that was
No, it was
2022
big to me.
now.
I was jumping all over.
No, that was
That
2022
was my
now.
first role.
That's 2022. This is 2026.
I've been volunteering. I've been doing every other thing. And
If
that was my
2022,
first
I'm
role.
having volunteering
do
wrong.
calculation now. Do calculation now. If 2022 was 880, this is 2026.
Imagine.
Imagine where we are now.
Talking
Imagine.
about thousands.
Imagine where we are now.
Pounds.
Per month.
To be precise.
Pounds.
Now we are not in pounds.
Oh.
No more euro.
We dey pray give God every day say we want earn USD dollar.
So I just have a question for you, Bami.
Nah,
Do you like lay on the floor when you pray?
Your position
So that we can know the position.
we take while we ask God for. Oh, that's okay. God, I beg, Bami style.
I carry favor for head.
Let me the song you sing. Nice. Okay, so Sodiq, Funke, I think I have this question before moving to saving, investing, and flexing. What was your first big paycheck, like your age? And what was the first thing you bought with it? Or you saved the money? Or you paid black tax with the money? Or you bought the money till the end? Or you gave it as tithe or gave the money to God?
I think that for me, I wouldn't really say first big paycheck because it happened very before a stable job, meaning that the time that Log Rocket and all of those article writing platforms came on board, I still was. It's either that I was even doing that before the job or I got the both of them at the same time. But I had started writing articles way before I got that junior engineering role. In fact, it was my technical writing skills that gave me the role as an engineer. So I think those companies usually pay, because I have the notion that the companies that were interested in back-end articles actually paid more. So for example, for the guys that were looking for front-end articles, they were paying 200 and above, 300. For the guys that were looking for back-end articles, I don't think I ever saw anyone that paid less than 500. If I did, maybe just one. And that's per article. So that was 500 per article. So if I decide, which I couldn't do, to sit and write 4 articles in a month, I could be 2K, but I couldn't do that. I was in school, there were many things, I had a job. Do you understand? So that was a little bit of you first test money. So when the first 500 hits, I mean, it was the era of PayPal, so it was so infuriating because when the money came in, it was almost peanuts. It took a while for the company to adapt to paying to your domiciliary account and all of that. So it was really, really, I was saving it. I mean, not to put a feather in my hat or something, but I'm a very prudent person. And the idea of financial and investing and all of that has been something I've been doing from being a child. I've been very enthusiastic about it from very young age. So I actually sat down. I have food.
Wow.
To eat, right? I see
Allowance
peanuts.
did.
Do you understand? I don't think I spend up to 10% of my paycheck. Sometimes I forget that I have a salary.
I
It
see.
was no, hold on. And I was not living I was not living large. I was not even living remotely close to, you see me, you see what I earn. They are in no way relatively close. You have to be close to me. It's my people that knew that this babe had
balling in
me.
money.
But I was living like the babe that was still collecting 20K every month. So I was stacking the money.
Nice.
Stacking the money. And then, so what I will call, after that 100K, what I will now call the first big paycheck per se was when I did Google summer season of docs.
Oh, you did that. Ah! When Nigerian collect season of dogs and summer, Nigerian collect those two money. Ah!
I thank God every day that I witnessed that in my lifetime.
Ah!
I thank God every day.
Huge. Yeah.
I mean, Google it for yourself, you figure it out. And the dynamics with season of docs was so cute that companies will be the one to say, this is how much we want to pay the writer. Google then approves or declines the budget. So, for example, I had friends who did Google of season of docs at the same time, but we earned totally different pays because we're working for totally different companies. For example, my friend's company, their budget was around 15K, but for 3 writers. My company's budget was just for 1 person, but it was a way lesser money. But I still got more money at the end of the day because I was the only principal writer. So that was my first big, but it was a contract though, 9 months and all of that. But that was my first big money. And I was like,
What did you buy?
oh, I think I invested all of it.
You invested all of it.
Guy, I was still young. I had a house I had a roof over my head. If I didn't invest all of it, maybe I just took 100K or 200K to. So my first laptop came from my writing gigs. Yeah, that was when my first laptop
So
came from.
money didn't change your lifestyle at all?
Not entirely immediately. Not entirely immediately. It took a while.
Learn, oh. Don't be like Timothy. Learn, oh.
So yeah, so buying my first big purchase in quotes would have been my laptop because I did not sleep the day I bought that laptop. I sat down, I looked at that laptop in 2022.
How much?
I think I saw those videos. She
It was
gets
350K.
She don't even quick
I
come on the
spent
nylon.
350K in 2022. I could not believe
She
it.
don't quick
I
come on the
sat down,
nylon.
I looked at it. I couldn't sleep. My friends were sleeping in the hotel room. I didn't sleep till the
Hotel
following
room
morning.
too.
No, we came from school for On Stack, one of these conferences
yeah.
like that. So that's how we got the opportunity to buy it in Lagos because we couldn't buy the laptop there.
I have 2 questions for this story.
Yeah.
One question, you came from Stack and lodging at an hotel. Relax now, relax.
It was like a motel. We didn't know
relax.
anywhere in Lagos.
It's only Nepo people that try to downplay what they are doing. No problem.
What, 20K per night?
Rela-
It was 2020.
It was 2022.
Literally.
Let's
Agreed.
be reasonable.
And by the
Yeah.
time you are 3 years
Reasonable. I don't
Wait,
understand.
now,
Reasonable in terms
three,
of paying hotel 20K, 2022.
Wait.
Paying hotel 20K.
Chill. But when you're 3 in a room,
See, don't follow me and argue where I'm coming from.
when you are 3 in a room,
always beg.
You know they beg, they beg for
your floor.
Make
I just
have you come to your house? Baba, I go sleep
I'm not the
alone.
only one.
See, see, your truth is valid. Where I'm coming from is valid. But don't tell me mine is not valid. That's just my own. It's valid.
It's valid,
No,
but
but again,
about
2022. So my second question was 2022. You have been earning that. Have you been earning from the Article 10?
So I earned from it until I got my first full-time technical writing job. So while I was having that not peanuts, it was 100,000. While I was having
So
100,000.
they call 100K peanuts.
At that
Yeah,
time,
competitive
what guy,
salary.
come on now.
Okay.
it's someone's
Anyways.
competitive salary though.
In this, even cleaner.
Close to my competitive salary right now.
Okay, $100,000 a week.
Naira, oh. Do you know how much I earn as a civil servant? Ah.
Make
So-
sure no talk for your own.
So It was close to 100,000. So that 100,000 from that time, I had to write because I needed to make. Like I said, I needed to do a lot with money. I had big plans. I needed to make money. So any small opportunity I see to grab. In fact, there was even a company that paid me one tiny stipend to write something for them. I just grabbed it because it wasn't a big deal to write. So anything for the bag, and I just took the money. But it was from those gatherings that I actually sat down one day. I think when the money hit 1 million or so, I was like, okay,
1 million.
yeah.
You saved your 100K.
No,
to
yeah,
1
my
million.
100K, yeah, I was saving to 1 million. I wasn't using much of it to get. I only got to 1 million. I was like, okay, I can buy the laptop now. It was a few, not just the 100K though. I was pulling from here because I was investing a lot. So I also tried to make sure that
Investing in
With
what?
your
I
100K.
want to ask, Sha, let me. I was investing in what? I will ask how were you able to
So from
manage
your
your
100K, you
lifestyle?
were investing.
But I want to keep those things for later on
when I
because
had
we
pocket
really
money,
because wait.
20K, I was
how were you
investing.
able to
When you were collecting pocket money
When
in
I was collecting
2022.
pocket money,
Well,
I was investing. So like it was a
See,
lifestyle already.
I have a lot of questions, but I can't just ask them at once.
It's fine.
Don't worry, I will ask them later on.
Okay.
No,
Move to
sorry.
Me, I don't think I have first big tech picture. I don't dare think since. But I think it was because I've been thinking about, big tech paycheck. And I don't want to come to recent times but I think it has been progressive. So, back to my backstory. Along the line, I started doing WordPress. Then I had my own agency, meaning I was building websites for clients.
Yeah.
And I had, I have some people that work in top companies now that were my employees then. So it was through me that they even got started with tech. I did some trainings, got a few. So there was money that was coming steady to the company. And then because it was a organ-led driven company, I'm the only owner of the company. So after I pay salaries, for the months that we have salaries, the rest of the money I can decide to do as I please. But I'd always also been a manager of money. I've never been. Nobody will know how much is in my pocket. So that has always been my style, and because that's how our parents taught us that mind your business. As I was even I remember that there was a particular group of companies that they had like a multi-level marketing business that they were doing e-commerce with, and I just remembered now that for each person, so I built a system with them on WordPress. So for each person that wanted to build, it would take us 15 minutes to set up their own website. And I think they will pay us like 100K for it. And it's 100K per year, that sort of. So we had like all these different steady source of income that was coming in. But there was no big paycheck because at that time, of course, I had a laptop that worked, was not expensive with respect to the money that I wouldn't also say that we had like this large lump sum of money. I don't think all this money, I don't think it was up to 5 million at any point in time. But I don't think like Funke said, I don't think my expenses at any point in time was maybe 200K.
Wow.
In those days. And then, so I would say that maybe my first, and then of course I used to contribute back at home. It was not, my mother will not even collect your money. That's like, she not send you. She will not have, but your money that you think you have, she not send you your money. And that time she will say, all the money that you're making, use it to take care of yourself. So she's that kind of, so I had to be finding creative ways. So if I see rice, for example, I would buy. So as against giving her money that she will not collect, maybe I buy food stuff that we know that all of us we eat, try and contribute to one way or the other. Also because there's also the culture of I want to give back. So I think it was when I was renting my first. So I had all of those experiences. Then I left all of those things because I was tired of the uncertainty of some months you will make money from clients. Some months
There's no money.
Maybe 2 months or 3 months, go see shishi. So I said, you know what? After school, so all this thing was while I was in school, like after school. So in school, I started community developer. I'd been president of a few clubs on campus. Did some things with tech. I said, okay, let me go and get a job. So I got my first job. I think it was December of that year. And I remember that December 31st, 2021, it should be either 2021 or Yeah, it should be 2021. I paid my rent. So that was my first
Big purchase.
Big purchase.
rent of like only me staying alone. Because after I left the house a few years before that, I was staying with friends. But only me, and you know how Lagos rent can be. I remember that after I paid that rent, I didn't have any money. I didn't even go to crossover service that day.
Wow.
I slept. I said I no get money. I slept, and I remember that I asked God, I use all my money to pay for this rent this new year. Make I no suffer. But now looking back now, I can now smile because now it has just gone progressively better.
Yeah.
I know that my life might be probably very different if I'd continued in the running agency route only. I still do it now because now I've gone back to doing it because now you have to make money, more money. But, switching to paid employment and, knowing that at the end of the month, Jata, you go collect your own salary. It comes with its own stability and some peace of mind. And then you can think because you don't have to pay anybody's salary again. That time you used to pay me, and me, I was very particular about. In fact, one of my former employees still visited me yesterday to still show you how good of a relationship we have from many years ago. And lots of them reference because I'm like, whether we work or we don't work, if I have to pay you salary from my own personal money,
Wow.
I would pay. There is not. I
Where
am
was
owing
I?
salary.
I've worked with you that time. At least work, not come on. I'm
So
still there.
I would say that's been like my, and then of course different points, saving in an app, keeping money there, making sure that you're not broke and you're not hungry. The days that you drink garri, nobody will know, but managing it well.
Okay, so there's this thought in my head, right? Around, so for you guys, the money didn't change your way of living. For money didn't change your way of living. For you again, it's kind of like,
You
even
change your
big.
So
progressively.
yeah, exactly. That's the
So
point.
it was not a once change,
It was
right?
not a-
Because for others, for some people, right, is basically the moment that money hits.
Yeah,
the-
they change immediately.
For me, that was me. The moment that money enter,
Let me give you some context. So, GSOD pays you, let me say, for example, maybe they paid you 10K. Did not pay me 10K, please. But let's say
I can say the
GSOD,
figure they paid you, but
let's say GSOD paid the money since which year? You can't see it again.
You can see it though. Maybe you don't invest them.
Yeah, but like you
See
can't see
now
it.
I'm making up like better from my hand again. Now. So yes, we can
So
see.
let's say GSOD paid me 10K, but it was a contract for 9 months. I was in Lagos living with an aunt. I was doing my CWES, this IT stuff in school. I could have as well said, 10K is a lot of money. $10,000 is a lot of money. I would rent a place, furnish it, and I will be okay.
The ball for Lagos.
And I will invest the rest, and I will be okay. Right? I could have easily said, I can, if I was not comfortable, I can easily just get a comfortable place, get it, do you understand? Do all these things and just get, so that the excuse I would give myself is, I'm investing in getting myself a better work experience so that I can be able to
Productivity.
produce
So you're saying,
better.
so you're saying this, the excuse I'm giving myself right now, so it's not a valid one.
It depends, though. It depends.
Because this
Your
is
why,
excuse,
your
so
why,
you're
your why.
telling me it's not valid.
It depends. Though.
Ah, wow,
So do you
absolutely.
understand? But there came a time in my life where I knew that, okay, now I have to, this has become a need. This has become a necessity. This has become where money is going to that. I'm setting up my life for myself. I'm paying my rent. I'm being in a place. I'm not dependent on somebody. I'm, of course, fending for myself, feeding myself, buying the tools that make me work better. Those became a need progressively. I didn't wake up one day and buy money and say, I want to do gadget overhaul. At first I was using my Windows till that Windows started knocking on my head. I'm not saying that's what you should do, though. I'm not saying that you have to subject yourself to abject poverty or anything, but I'm saying that before making each of these decisions, I usually just match it with the current. Like, is it because I have this temporary money right now, or would this fit into my lifestyle in the long run? If I'm going to pay my rent, can I pay it next year? Can I pay it upper year?
Yeah.
If something happens, can I still keep paying it? So,
God will
yeah.
provide.
So I wanna add something. So the thing about finances is that there's not a one size fits all.
Oh,
And I want to make it clear to everyone that is watching that because Sodiq lived his life like this, or Funke lived, does
Yeah.
not mean you should do like that. You can have different outcomes. You know, I was saying that I don't know what would have happened if I was still running an agency. I could
have
still
made
be
it.
broker than I am, and I could have made it. Yes, now. No, you
Yeah,
have people
it
that
could
have
be
been
either
running agency, and they are still not successful. And we have people that they started 1 year and they are very successful. So, but what I always say is that what you are doing, know the reason why you are doing it. And I think, you know, our background, you know, either we are running towards something or we are running from something, plays a lot of, you know, in the way that we think, in the way that we act. So far, you know the way you are acting and you are comfortable with it. The first house that I rented was a mini flat. I could have said, let me go and get a 3-bedroom. But you know that if you do that kind of thing on the salary that I was earning back then, I think my rent as at then was 3 months salary. That was, yeah, for that, and that was risky because now where I am now, my rent is like maybe less than 1 month salary. Exactly. But at that time, it was the point of my life where I needed. And I could. That one was not even risk because we have people that do 5 months or people do
so
6 months.
people save the whole year.
People save the whole year to pay rent, right? So you need to understand because there's the time where you are fighting for stability. There's the time where you are fighting for growth, and most importantly, don't look at this is what person here has. But your Bama so me say I won't do like that. So because my friend.
Yeah.
Bami staying in a mansion. I must go and collect mansion. When I know that Bami is Nepo baby. Money na water. So one has to be mindful.
Tell them what the mansion is.
It's not
Don't
about that.
you stay in a mansion?
No.
Okay.
Should I add the video to this clip?
Video
Don't run
Ask
and miss out.
everybody to
but
decide.
it's not,
Is
it's
this a
not a
mansion?
mansion.
To
Okay,
decide.
Bami, one question. Do you have a walk-in closet?
Walking?
Closet.
No, it's just a room that is used as closet / it's like office.
You go explain, Taya.
Even make them
You
work.
go
Room
explain.
that is
You
used.
Women.
And now, but it was
People
my
they
first
see
apartment.
triangle house.
The first apartment I stayed was a room self.
But
And
again,
as at that
People they
time,
share
he
apartments.
said
5
you are in a
people, 5
mansion
boys
right
in
now.
the same room.
But again, the
Then-
question is, does that apartment has a walk-in closet?
no walking closet.
But there's a your
It
clothes
was
and everything.
creativity.
But
I
your
was
whole
being
room is
creative.
your room is dedicated to your
I was
clothes.
creative.
But your whole room is dedicated to your clothes.
I have no words.
No, it's just.
You explain Taya.
Anyways,
You explain Taya, no evidence. I think one thing came to my mind. I think you guys have no around 3 lot of questions I wanted to ask. But one thing already in my head was, have you made any? What was your biggest financial mistake? Have you made any financial mistake? What was it? Because you guys have been speaking from an experience angle, like you have been investing from the beginning, you have been saving from the beginning, you have been living an incremental life, like progressively, not at once. So that's answered a lot of questions for me. Right. So the biggest question is in this process of
bad debt. Is it bad debt? They call it bad debt or something.
is it in this bad debts?
Before Sodiq talks, can I just say something? Sodiq has a sheet and all his bad debts, you see them glaring in red. Red like
I might
this.
Wow.
swear.
I went to look
I
at
might
this.
be
She's
there.
paying me 50K.
I said it. I'm there. But I'm not bad debt though.
Let him know it's not
Yeah,
bad debt.
it's
It's
not
money
bad
that
The ones
dashed
that
you.
are
He has
actually
asked
bad
me.
debt.
He has asked me though.
Okay, bad
But
debts
let's-
are
let's
debt you can't recover back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that I've let go of, but I note it there so that it
Next time I will
come
not
borrow
in the
again.
money.
future for something. I can go and point that.
Exactly.
I give you some before.
Unless I am moved by God that help this person, I will say this person does not
That is
deserve
not
me.
worth it. So I think the question would not be,
what's your biggest financial mistake you have
Should
made?
I go first or should
Yeah,
Funke
you
go?
go first.
So
Yeah.
you know when you asked that question, I went because I've been keeping this shit since I started being a shit guy in like maybe 2022 ish. So year on year I sort of keep track of where I am, and I remember that a lot of people say land is a good investment, and it is good because I have some investments in land or physical properties, but my first foray into it was a bad experience for me.
Wow.
Monile,
What's happening?
So it was a real estate. I
Oh.
wanted to, in fact, 2 forests, but I would share one. It was a real estate. I wanted to sell a land. So we had bought, and then they said they had overbought.
Eh?
What
So
do you mean overbought?
more people than the land that was available.
Wow.
Okay.
So there was now the hassle of they now wanted to move us elsewhere to another
Land, location entirely.
And me, I was not just ready for all the stress, so I just let it go.
Wait,
Wait, now wait.
Let
Let it go now. Let it go. Let it go.
Bring the company.
Wait, let it
Do
go
you
now.
collect the
What?
money back?
Like,
No, I didn't.
like you dash them
and
the
you
money.
and you not collect the land.
No
Where's
land, no
your
money.
land?
No land, no money.
For years.
No, I don't understand.
Who share
that
was
one,
this?
Sha.
In my sheet, it should be 2022.
No land, no money.
Yeah.
You let it go.
Yeah, I let it go at the time.
I have one relationship for you. so the best
I
thing.
don't do that again.
Okay,
I
what
have
do
a lawyer on retainer.
What do you invest in now?
No, I still do land though. No,
You see, I have one. You don't need to bring your lawyer. They don't need bringing.
I have
No,
a
I
lawyer
don't
now.
think land is bad, but why?
Oh, no,
I want to
no,
know
like-
why
It
you
was
let
the
it go.
circumstances. I think for me, I don't like. So there are 2 things that I tell everybody. I don't invest in things I don't understand, and I don't like stressing myself. And if the stress is already more than the money, I think at that time it was 600K.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Just okay. Are you? I was okay. Just okay.
Mind you, 600.
He
Nepo
said
baby.
at that
There's
time,
money.
the way he said it, now he said
Like 600K
Yeah,
for
with
a
you.
land then was actually real
Yes,
deal.
it was yeah.
Fucking was
There is
it?
still now.
You see.
It's
She-
just
even
Lagos.
with Nepo baby self, you know that 600K should not go.
I know now, but he's saying the stress is more than because if he
I
starts.
call them
Who's
every
stress?
Eke
Who's stress?
market day.
If
I
you
never
start
see
from
my
God, my
husband.
600K.
I never see my. I
No.
dey call them every Eke market
Online,
day.
offline, I got great big boss for them.
Maybe I will ask my
down.
account manager for
I
it.
traveled down to go and
No,
use my eye to see the land.
it.
No, that's
So,
fine.
It was a lot of
So
money.
it
That's a
was a
lot.
lot, but
That's a
he
lot.
said he already said that he don't,
He
if
let it go.
the stress is more than the
The
money.
stress is
So
more
he
than-
prioritizes his peace of mind.
I can-
His mental health is very
How
important.
can we do
please.
something that will bring stress and you let it go for me? That's my new mission for you, B. What can I me and
Oh,
Sodiq
now I have boys, oh, so
Yeah?
I have boys.
collect-
do? You don't shower.
Yeah,
So
but
now
you don't get
boys.
boys.
You don't get lawyer. You don't get
It's all
anything.
wise
Boys,
up.
they are lawyers, they are boys. So any angle.
Men
they-
dey, men be
and,
mad.
and you know what? That era, because so for example, myself and a group of friends, we are working on building an hostel. So that's like the huge big boy purchase for this year. And you know, my friend, that experience has taught me a lot in how I am now
If you know
handling.
hear am now, why you do this like say you hear am?
She's going to be part of it.
Me, yeah.
Let me tell you what just happened. He says that's part of the big, but that means the people that are doing the hosting already knows, and I'm his friend. I know, so I know my place. That's all. But just continue.
But
What about the people who told that they cannot be there, that they don't have money to?
Please don't worry. Just
You
continue.
like-
I didn't want
why
to
you
break
not
his
tell-
I
transmission.
did
But
a call for
continue.
interest from people that were
You did call for
You're calling for a show. Why you
Did
put
you
them?
send me call for interest?
Me said no.
But
Me
no,
have to
me,
have
I
money,
just
don't
hear him. I
see.
just hear him in
big
person.
I'm hearing it for the first time.
It is not oversubscribed yet now.
No, I don't know subscribing. You know, it just shows my place. That's what I'm saying.
I
get
It's
it.
two things.
It's a big boy.
My
Maybe
place
it's for
or
the
you don't
boys.
Oh, you don't read.
It's for the
I
boys.
don't
It's
read.
for
As I was
the
saying
boys.
before the cockroaches interrupted.
Yay! Boom.
I mean, because
So the lessons from there is what I'm now applying now, and so that's one part, and then the other part is so the other is still landed. I don't know why do I have a team with land. So there was this agriculture investment back in the days. I think they still do them.
They
You
still do
invest
it.
in land, they help
You-
you to do everything.
And then you get in return every year. I think I heard
I
of
was
one
increasing
this year.
increasing my money. I was getting returns. No, I think I was not withdrawing my returns. I was topping up until the guy just stopped replying.
Yeah?
He's in Ilorin. I didn't have the strength to go and fight.
So that one too is gone.
That one. Me, I did not. I've not read. It's read in my sheet, but it's not gone in my mind.
Wow.
Because I will remember and I will collect. Because I could have used police, you know, but I didn't have strength yet.
Wow.
Let me stop here. Let me not say the third one.
So what was your biggest financial mistake?
So actually, for context, I shared earlier that I was very enthusiastic about finance from a very young age. So even with my peanuts, I will save it, I will invest it, I will do anything.
$500
Do you understand?
Okay.
No, like I mean, even from that 20K that
Let's
my
agree
mommy
to
was
disagree.
giving
Yes, I
me.
agree
That
to disagree.
is a
No, I mean
peanut.
from that 20K
Is
that
that
my
truth?
mommy
Nah, is
was
that truth?
giving
That
me,
truth
that
is
10,000
valid.
naira for pocket money, I still invested from it. So
Interesting.
that's how.
Interesting.
And that shop finish at 20K.
Anything.
They put one or two things
You know
in place.
that all these tiny 10% or whatever, they were like, it was small money, but I think for me,
Why are you calling it investment?
no, because they were returns. They were 10%
Oh, so
in
so
returns.
the difference between saving and investment.
Yes,
There's
a difference.
difference, bro.
Wait,
Saving is
last
you're
time.
saving money. Investing
if
is
you
you're
save
investing in
in some
something.
platforms, you already earn interest in it.
Yeah, but that's
That's-
But that's called
saving.
high
That's
interest
still saving.
savings.
So you say saving.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
perfect.
yes. I did mutual funds from my pocket money from that
Are
my
you
20K.
serious?
Yes, I did equity
You
stuff.
know, mutual.
I really wish I
But
know all
but
of
here's
these
the
things.
goal.
Like,
The thing was I was very enthusiastic about what are these people doing. So I was playing with it. Not playing is not the right word, but I just wanted to understand.
What's
So
going
I
on?
was trying things out because I really wanted to understand how they work. So that's why, because if I put 5K somewhere, it didn't really, I know that the return will not be much, but that wasn't the focus. The focus was, how does this thing work for me? So I had tried a lot of things. So I think it's overzealousness. I tried a lot of things and I was still like, so after these opportunities here, then that your favorite blue app is to have opportunities that they will be put and it used to finish very fast. Like we even had a group chat that whenever the opportunity comes like this, they will post on the group chat because investor slots go finish. So I was like, what else can people do? Portland, what else can someone do that? So I had this very good friend of mine who was also as enthusiastic as I am. But let's just say he's kind of like my senior. So I he in fact, he even owns like a finance masterclass and school and all of that.
okay.
I'm trying to keep this conversation very lenient because I also respect the person. But yeah, but then the person messed up real big. And so, and then the person reached out. I told the person that, apart from these things we're doing, I really want to know how things work. I was already getting dirty with the stock market, trying to understand it, but I was still figuring things out. So I knew that I was not here for the returns. I'm thinking of something that can make me return. So I told him, anything you come across, please just let me know. I'm willing to investigate it with you. Number one mistake. Let people know that you trust them.
Wow.
So
I mean, no damn. Don't let people know that you trust them.
and then he reached out to me one time that, the opportunity, to be honest, was actually a very legit opportunity, but I think the government and all of that affected them. So for context, it was an automobile company. I think even Tony Olumide had posted them or something like the business model was great and all of that. So they pulled together investors to invest in that automobile company. We saw returns after the first 3 months, so I think. And so after I saw the first returns, like Sodiq, I go,
Double up again.
I stuck another side.
Best more.
Funke! I would say angel investing, I don't know if that's what's called angel investing, whatever it's called, venture or whatever. That was, I didn't do it. I didn't understand what I was doing. Like, they explained the company model to me. I had legal papers. That's why I could take legal actions. I made sure that I had legal papers, but I've come to learn that having legal papers doesn't always mean that your money will always come back. So I had legal papers. I was heavy on getting a lawyer to read it. Is there anything incriminating? I was serious, and that made me feel like,
Investor
You know
babe.
what you're doing.
yeah,
Investor Bay. That sounds like a brand name.
actually. So until second month, what's happened?
My returns.
So right after I invested that second cycle,
Everywhere starts to be
I
blow.
think I had invested the first time. It was still, because for me, when I'm trying new things, I try small. So I think I had put 250,000 or something like that. So I had gotten the first return. The second time, I went to put 600K.
Okay.
You cash out the first 50K.
No complete. Now I just see the first. So the way the returns are splitted, it was splitted into 6 months, and I think 18 months, 6.
You just saw the first addition.
So I saw
to
the
it.
first 6 months.
So your 250K see the inside though.
My 250K is today.
You can't have
Then that
600K
small.
join.
The interest for the
it's
other
still
is
though.
inside. I was like, okay, cool.
Compound interest.
Sounds good.
Okay.
You can invest more again.
Like barely a few months after,
Wow.
I start to hear. So that was the period where the dollar came to normalize with the naira or something like that. That period where if you go, there was a period where you can go to the bank and the CBN rate was significantly low to the actual market, like significant, it could be like 300 and 900, like significantly low. People who were going abroad used something called Form A through the CBN to pay for school fees. So the CBN rate was actually low. So that period was when the CBN rate and the black market rate normalized.
Yeah.
So they claim that that's what affected the business. Okay. But my problem was, okay, what next from here? There was silence for 3 months, 6 months. No, before that, let me tell you the crazy part. Same person came up again and I was like, oh, they have an agricultural opportunity.
Yeah, my last money. My last investment.
No, at that time, they never tell me, say, the last one don't cast.
Don't cast,
So this
So you
was
say-
two
you say
separate ideas.
You see,
So this was a different venture.
She put
I
money.
had the founder.
wait, now I want to know.
Make you land first.
This automobile was he was just introducing
middleman,
me to the auto. He was like the middleman. But the agriculture was his own venture.
Oh.
He had gone for NYC there and he said that, oh, it was very fertile and stuff like that. So, okay, now, I think the minimum investment was 1 million.
Wait.
minimum investment was
I
1
can't remember if
million.
that was the minimum, but that's what I put. Let me just
For the agriculture home.
inside agriculture.
So you did 250k, 600k for automobile, auto anything. Then you did 1M for. So don't
Okay,
tell
so
me that. Don't tell
approximately
me that
like
you lost both.
2 million naira, right?
Did you lose
Like
both?
2 million naira in this person's hand.
Did you lose both? At least one still enter.
One day, Abby.
So you guys can't go, yeah, you try to go through the end to
So they
understand.
started telling me about the auto. So the annoying thing with the automobile was not about the fact that the business failed, was the communication around it.
Oh, okay.
I had to be threatening with police. Because also the reason why I was able, another side note, the reason why I was
You don't care
comfortable
about your peace.
enough.
You're ready to make sure you get your money back. You're not Sodiq.
No, it's not about that. Because
So
it means that you do not rate me, like you take me for granted, that
Yeah.
you think that I took this as serious. Even if we were friends, I made sure we had like and it just shows a really heavy sign of disregard. And that one I would not take.
No.
Do you understand? So, and before that point, there's also the fact that maybe the reason why I was confident enough to do this is because I know this person's family. I know the mother.
No,
I know the
Aisha,
father.
if you do any, I will
So,
back everybody.
I got to a point I called the sister. Please, I don't want to bring problem into your family. But
Bring me my check. Bring me my check, bro.
Your brother is not picking my call.
I didn't like that I had to do all of that. I even called mutual friends that this is what this guy is doing, and I'm not annoyed at the fact that the businesses fail. I'm annoyed at the fact that you can't keep me in the loop, and I'm the one that has to chase you for updates. It doesn't make sense. So I think there was a day that I'd already spoken to a lawyer friend of mine. We were going to go to the police XYZ day. He was in Lagos here. I'm moved to Lagos. So we're just going to go pick him up, right? Because 2 million is a lot of money.
So it's
It's a lot of money.
It was so the reason why I was holding on until agriculture tenure was over. In fact, I should have run from that agriculture. Do you know why?
No.
I was expecting 1.9.
Wait, as return?
How many months?
So
How
like
many years?
1.9 on 1 million or
Okay, I think it was
900
18
or
months
1 million.
900 or 1 million.
You rough.
Oh, now.
I should have ran
Rough.
90%.
But you know that agriculture has a very high. Do you understand? Agriculture. Agriculture again.
You said
High
no try.
risk, high reward.
Do you understand? Going back to Sadiq's point about investing in things that you understand is very. I learned the hard way investing in things that you understand because high level. On high level, I knew it was a rice farm. They wanted to do rice, but I didn't ask the things.
Rice farm?
Yeah, it was a rice farm. It was. It was in the north.
No.
Yeah, it was in the north. It was a rice farm in Benue.
We actually do have
in
rice.
Benue.
I know.
So like it was food baskets now. So in my mind, I'm like, but
They
next
use
time.
motto of states.
Yeah.
Next time.
There is some they
My
ginger.
friend. So do you get? So I didn't hear anything about automobile. I didn't hear anything about rice farm.
And that was it.
Didn't buy
I
money
didn't
too.
hear like 6 months after everything.
I don't know why
This is
friends
as
do
back
this
as
thing.
2022.
I don't know.
So it
I
was.
have
I had to
this
call
case.
because I was like, no, this one. I'm annoyed because you have a. Let me give you context. For example, you know, Tosin Online Day of Money Africa because that they're doing.
Yeah.
A small scale level of what they're doing. You have that kind of thing. You're going to schools to host conferences, and you couldn't keep me in the loop as your investor.
As an
That
angel
something is wrong
investor.
with my money. Are you joking?
As an angel investor.
So imagine how infuriating it is that I wake up in the morning and I see reels of people having financial master classes. And my money is there.
My money is there.
I am doing master class.
My money is with you.
I need to be
is
careful with my round tables.
Maybe I know the whole person.
Now it's very difficult for me to do anything venture or investing in friends. It's very difficult because like I've learned the hard way. Hey, please.
But you can
I've
invest in
learnt-
me, though.
I've learned the hard way. In fact,
Why you
like, I
making
had
face?
to do the police threat and all of that before he reached out to say, "Oh, he's been going through tough time." I said, "Okay, so what's the next step?" So of course, my interests. He's working on he had to work on a payment plan to refund me my capital, which is peanuts. If you get 200 today, 500 tomorrow, at this point, whenever I bring the money, I just invest in something else, put it in another naira fund, because inflation, everything in the past 2-3 years has degraded the value of the money.
Yeah.
So you didn't give me interest. I'm getting my money back, but I say what less value. So it was really never again.
But you see your money back.
I said we are still on
You
payment
see the
plan.
road
Still
since 20.
No, it's late last year, middle of last year or so, that we now started to
The
hope, and then he started to pay back small, so he's still paying it. I'm expecting another one.
Back to the point that I talked earlier about don't invest in something you don't know. I just remembered that I put $6,000 into.
You say waiting.
Well, my friend is richer. He usually does risky things. I'm not risky. My friend does risky things. I'm sorry.
Into a crypto fund. And I ended up with zero.
Let me tell you something.
But he's already going back.
Do you know that meme?
No,
Is
not
it
that
that
one.
one?
No,
Let me tell you
that
something.
is
Let me tell you something.
Is it the crypto fund? I know.
Let me
It's the
tell
same crypto fund, you
No,
know.
is it that one that time?
Let me tell you
No,
something.
let's
Like,
I'm not going to mention
No, of
names.
course not. Of course not.
let him
Yeah.
talk.
I
Let
think
me
there
tell you
was one I
something.
heard
My
about, something like
friend
that.
will sit down and he'll be talking a lot about crypto things. So this is how it works. This is how. By the
He's
time he
knowledgeable
liquidates,
in Web3.
That was when my
Oh my
knowledge
days.
in Web3
Was tested.
truly started.
Oh.
No,
Yeah, it was as a
everything
result of
before
that.
then.
Yes.
Was
My
not it?
knowledge, because I was following. This is what everybody was
Yeah.
doing. But I went to sit down and understand by myself. And of course, I know that futures is not for me, because me, I will never. It's a bit.
man, I liked this.
But I forgot totally.
But-
So I was just, as she was speaking, I just remembered that
But
I had no money that really paid me.
we know you did that, and then you went ahead and do another one, because I know
I still
another
do
one that
now,
you
I
are
do
recovering
now.
from
This
now.
one, no, this one is my own. I do it myself. So now back to
I'm feeling headache.
I understand. Back to the point that don't do what
No,
you don't
you
understand.
understand it now.
Don't-
Yes,
do it.
the one I'm doing, I understand. What
You
I'm doing.
so your
And it's
60
money I can
went
lose.
to
Yeah.
Another 5K went to actually. He's not mentioning that.
so
That
11K
is
went
recovering.
to.
That is recovering from. That's what I'm wondering.
You
that
invested.
one went off too.
You know,
And then you went back there.
Sodiq. He's a
very-
high
it's-
risk. He's a
it's-
very high
it's-
risk
it's-
But
person.
you know the
appetite for
interesting
iris.
thing that people don't know, maybe people assume. So the way, like, I allocate funds.
Balancing.
So
your
because I'm
portfolio.
young, I'm a small boy. So it means that if I don't do high risk now, is it when I have 2
I
children?
can still not do high
running
risk.
about? But
beg.
what I now do is that I
Beg.
have very low risk guaranteed. And then in my high risk, I have different buckets. There's the one that is high risk that if you are not careful, you have an attack.
Go.
There is the high risk that because
God.
investing in a physical business, for example, in Nigeria,
It's high risk.
It's
oh.
high
It's high risk.
but it's still, but it's a risk that I don't mind
Supporting your
doing a lot.
supporting.
It's not even support care with that money. That will not be support. Oh.
And now you say you don't mind now.
Now I'm majority.
You want to
So you
support
get my
your-
point. So
You know what's that's going
Yeah,
to do my
con-
portfolio?
having a
economy.
diverse portfolio
diverse
is
portfolio.
my
Yeah.
own goal. So I
Very-
keep making sure that both, because I assume that what happens if maybe this money in this high risk, everything goes to zero.
There's a basket.
People will eat at home. Me, I will eat.
Yeah.
It will not affect my lifestyle. So
Yeah.
making sure that
So
there is
you
that
just-
balance.
Alternatively, I'm the more conservative one. So I did crypto because of him. Anything crypto I did in this
You don't
life
go to
is
have you done
because.
this?
So I do crypto with the money that I can let.
with the things
with the
that
things
I
I
am
The lessons
learning.
from your
Let
lessons.
me, I left the hard way.
And then still the money that I put in crypto is the money that I can sleep very well. If it goes, I really don't mind because I understand the high level risk that comes with it. And any other high risk thing I do, maybe my portfolio could be like maybe 50% conservative, 30% middle risk, and 20 or 10% high risk.
You need 20% high risk.
10 or 20.
You still have high.
me?
You still have high
Okay,
maintenance for that.
That
If you
No,
do
but at least I
10%.
can lose 10%.
You can lose 10% of
of
your.
that anything
Yes,
that
now.
is in high risk, I can lose. I'm okay with losing it. Like that's for
Wait,
me
wait,
to put
wait,
money in.
wait. Sorry.
God is good.
Excuse me. So you mean your worth, your net worth, you can lose 10% of it.
My
Is that what
portfolio
you're saying?
right now, if that 10% in the high risk goes to zero, I will sleep well.
Oh.
That brings me to this
Okay.
question.
Because it was my choice.
How do you then do savings and investing? Like how do you do savings and investing? What would you advise your younger self?
My younger self
do
was
the
quite
money.
inquisitive enough. I just blame her for not being rich. If she had money.
Actually,
If she had money.
No.
You see those
There
people
are some-
that Infidia
This
paid.
January, there were some opportunities that if I had money, Bami will be doing this thing in Argentina.
I'm telling you, bro.
This like I was team.
You just
no,
say,
let's
let's fly,
connect. Let's connect in Kigali.
Okay.
So yeah, like I think
Okay.
for me it was a couple of things that I had learned along the way. Number one, you don't just wake up and say you want to invest. Do you have you save towards it? One, especially if you're not a high income person. Do you have let me give you a quick scenario. You wake up in the morning and this is a period of stocks and ETFs. You're hearing gold is this, gold is that. People have written, oh, they want to buy gold. And I keep a laugh. If gold falls tomorrow, and let me say your phone spoils tomorrow, would you need the money that you put inside gold?
To buy
You will now have to go and take a debt, a high debt, just to fix your phone, just to fix a basic amenity. That's where the concept of emergency funds come in. Do you have a basket that can save you before you start to invest? And because it's a lot of things that is coming up this season, it's a very, very bullish season.
We have
right?
100 things you should.
And there's so
50
much.
things.
There's so much
How you
information
should-
right
how you
now.
should learn-
In fact, I'm
This is
deliberately
the things you should do
this
to
period, I'm
build your
deliberately
pers-
like keeping myself like
You
in
learn
this
like
temper, like,
28,000
do you
things
understand?
from all
There's
the
so
things we
much.
have.
Gold is doing all-time highs. Silver is doing all-time highs. S&P 500 is doing all-time.
Oh, I got
releasing
I
ending
got
reports.
something ETF.
Do you understand?
Hey,
it's
God, I beg.
amazing. Like my portfolio is amazing in 2025, but this period I'm also trying to, because I don't like to be an emotional investor.
Portfolio.
God, I don't have
I don't like to be an
portfolio.
emotional investor.
And this is
I
for
try
you because I
to-
know
Yeah,
Sodiq
sure.
has
Everything invest and
portfolio.
not
I've
get that
seen
one.
Sodiq's portfolio.
So the first.
I've seen Sodiq's portfolio.
Let me give you context.
Let this
I am
be.
not as rich as my friend.
I'm not
full
even
stop.
close to be rich as my friend.
Full
So
stop.
let me just leave it that way.
I will be there one day, but right now.
Amen.
What
I'll
is
be
that?
there in Jesus' name.
So yeah, I think that the
I saw
primary
Sodiq
concept
portfolio, I
is
started
how
praying.
much of a buffer do
Started
you
praying
have?
more.
Some people say 3 months, some people say 6 months. Whatever is work for you. If you lose your job right now, will you need the money that you went to go and invest in the stock
Exactly.
market?
That's very important.
Do you understand? So if you're
And
going
that's
to
very,
invest,
very important.
and it's, especially if it's not the conservative stocks where you're having low risk but your returns are guaranteed. First of all, balance your savings, balance your emergency funds. Do you have enough? If emergency happens, will you need what you invest? Then once you have balanced that, once you have like maybe 3 months, 6 months worth your living expenses, and I know that can be hard. So there's no hard rule. For you, it can be 3 months. For you, it can be 4 months. For you, it can be, but just have
Oh, 1
something.
year.
Then from there, take it and go and start investing. There's no need to save again because you also have the issue of inflation. Context again is that, let me say inflation globally happens 2% every year, but you earn 1,600. You know that you know that if next year inflation is 2%, your money is not worth 1,600. So you've technically taken a pay cut. But it's not the office that gave you a pay cut. It's the economy that did. So if you did not get a pay rise by 2%, inflation is slapping you hard. So if you're not, so saving the money sometimes is not always the best option, especially if it's not a high yield savings account. So if inflation was 2% and the bank is giving me 1% of my money, I have still lost 1%.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just
So it's a different life.
that's how
good.
I look at it. So first build that foundation. Then I say, I'm like, okay, I want to invest. Then there's now the conversation of why do I want to invest? What kind of things do I want to invest in? What is my risk tolerance? Will I sleep with this? Like that one is very important. We're in a good season, and I'm saying this because everybody wants to invest right now, but what is your risk? I know who I am. I'm very conservative. I'm not going to wake up and say I'm going to put 10K inside crypto. Maybe by the time I'm earning $1 million,
Maybe
I won't do
cannot.
that. I won't do that right now because I know that my era will not balance. It's better that I go and give that money to the Lord or go and give that money to somebody. Do you understand? My era will not balance. So so what is your risk tolerance? All these questions will now help you to determine, am I going to be doing mutual funds? Am I going to be doing equities? Am I going to be doing fixed income assets? Am I going to be investing in the stock market? What exactly do I want to do? Do I want to go the crypto way or do I want to do real estate? Mind you, real estate, you don't have to buy land anymore. There's fractional real estate, there's REITs, real estate stocks, and different things like that. So I think for me, it's establish that foundation, first of all. Then, of course, primarily, upskill, because the way to make more money is to earn more money, to be honest.
Yes.
The higher you earn, the better it is. See, now I'm shouting, I want to make $1 million before I turn 30. I have to make more money. So, do you understand? So invest in yourself, then have that buffer, then start investing according to your risk, and you keep growing from there. There's no magic that's going to happen that's going to make you perfect in one day. No, you keep learning, you keep growing, you keep expanding, and then from there, life goes on.
That's all. Sodiq, for you.
She has said a lot,
Yeah.
but I think one thing that I want to emphasize is return of money is usually better than return on money.
Real.
Wait first.
Can you say that again?
Like, they confuse me for this whole thing.
Return of money is typically and usually better than return on money.
Meaning, if I invest 100K,
Knowing that your money will come back.
then 100K will come back.
Say you go see am. Make it there your account, make even they see am. It's better than make you go put them for somewhere. Make you no see am again. Both the money and the interest.
Special and everything.
You don't see them again. Because you know, there's, and I think it's a cultural thing. There's always, kilondo once, meaning what is turning to money. So somebody will say, I have 100K. In 2 months, you get 300K. It's better for that 100K to actually be sitting in your GT account. Let them charge you charges. Because you know, say at the end of 3 months, you go still see 99K. Then the money is gone. And you know, she talked about inflation. The other thing about inflation is that Nigerian inflation is even worse than the global inflation.
Can I give you context? In December, it was 15.15%. 15%.
As against 2% globally. So it means that if you are making money in Naira, for example, and they will tell you the official is 15 point something %.
But
we
it's
know
way more than
that
that.
the price that I bought spaghetti in
I was
January of
going-
last year is not the price that you are buying spaghetti. So it means that if your salary is the same from last year January to now, you are probably spending more money on
And
the
still
same thing.
you're very poor.
Do you get the
That's
point?
just it.
Why are you
You're
talking
poor.
to me now?
Do you get
Very
the point
poor.
I'm
Emphasis
trying
on
to
that.
Yeah.
So, and depending on the, you know, she has talked a lot about risk profile, depending on the kind of person that you are, first understanding your person. So me now, I'm at the era where I want to have, because I have daily expenses that come daily, weekly. I already budget. Now, I didn't used to budget, but now I budget. So by budgeting, what it then means is that we know ideally how much standard we want to spend per month. Say, for example, this is to run the house. This is to go out. This is for friend's birthday. So that when I do all those buckets first, this is to community fund, and I do those buckets, I know that the rest of the money, so out of my pay, this money goes to, and now decide where I want to invest it, or where I want to, do I want to top up my stable investment that I know that nothing will happen to? Do I want to just put it in my account? Because sometimes I just leave money there. Maybe I know that, for example, I'll be traveling in February and March, so I want the money there so that I can use it to book flights or book something. Do I want to dash somebody?
Like
For
me.
example,
The way you dashed me 50K.
do I want to dash somebody? So having those buckets, and then the most important thing, it's not about making money, but it's about disciplines that sometimes Nigerians, we have the ability of you don't have. You
But
are
you
now
want to classes.
you are now doing from the things that you don't have, and it's eating into your. But let me explain. So maybe your giving budget is 100K. On the 5th, maybe somebody has reached out to you. They reach out to you for 150K. Instead of it to give the 100K that you have, you now take from another bucket. Now, there is the taking that is genuine, right? In terms of, you've considered this thing, no more, you absolutely have to do this thing. There is no, and then maybe you can now replace it. But there is the taking that, but if you know that if you are doing that month on month, it is at your own detriment, because you are taking from, money is never enough. Money will be enough for us, Sha. Amen. But you're now taking at your own, do you get the point I'm making? So you're taking from your own detriment, and because sometimes, maybe because we are firstborn, sometimes I figured at the point that I had savior complex.
Yeah.
So I had to, and it also goes back to understanding yourself. So I had to tell myself that I can't help everybody. I will choose the battles that I want to help. If somebody say that, you did not help.
Sorry.
So
We'll go again
and
next
of course, they know, my family now, they know me. I have a stipulated what I want to do. There are extra times that I do extra. Unless it's an health emergency, you're not going to, your own emergency is not my emergency. Everybody knows. So
Even to family, actually.
yes, because
Even to family.
iPhone 17 came out, you say you want to buy phone. You go and buy it with your money now.
I used to say house rent. I used to tell people that house rent is not emergency.
Yes, now it's not
not.
emergency.
House rent is not emergency. You have to
think
plan for it.
The one question in my head right now is, how do we differentiate what was an emergency, what was in need, what was a want, what was necessary, right? In life,
In our day to day.
in our day-to-day. So what do you guys feel is necessary, and what was not really necessary? What was something we categorize as necessary but it's not really necessary, right? Their needs and paying, giving out money, black tax and the whole thing. What's like your full take on that whole thing? I think that's the biggest thing for tech people, right? Because when you start earning a particular amount of money, some people are not entitled to that money. One. Then two, again, there's this lifestyle change. You want to get in the latest gadgets. You want to work on your workspace. Your workspace should be top notch. That screen, that iPad, that whole those
just
things,
my laptop
right?
and my
So what's really
I have an
necessity?
hack. You know that if you don't post on your WhatsApp, for example, or you don't post on your Twitter, or you don't post somewhere, nobody will bill you. That hack is my blocked list from viewing my status is growing by the day.
Yes, I do that too.
Because you find out that, so there are two things. There are people that genuinely care, and they genuinely don't have. There are people that, because they then see your post, they then feel they have the license to come and make maybe sometimes ridiculous, sometimes not ridiculous. Like ridiculous is, Chief Alpha, I beg, if he help me, if it's once, you understand? But if you're not asking me
you
every week,
enjoy you.
Steady billing.
then make I cook my employ you now, make you dey collect salary. So that if you can, things like rent cannot be an emergency, because
It's
you
not.
know
You know
when
you're going to pay
like
your rent.
me, I know when my rent is due.
So
I know that I'm supposed to be. You get it cannot be an emergency. So I for example, I had a conversation with my mom 1 year like that. I told her that if you know that you want me to contribute to this thing for you, you have to tell me at least 4 months in advance. Maybe you have your own money. Maybe if my money might not be enough, you will tell me ahead. Not that you now put me in a uncomfortable situation the month that it is due. Food is not an emergency.
you're hungry now.
Because you already have an idea. Now, there is two parts. You already have an idea of how much food you will eat. Now, if you're two parts, that's why everybody needs to get their work up, meaning that you need to be working hard. Now, for some reason, whether you can't work or for some reason, but you can already, like me now, I have an idea of how much I spend on food in a month. So what the reason I say is not because I can plan ahead. I know how much I will spend on food this year in advance if I eat on a normal. Now there are now the exception. Maybe we go and eat out. Maybe after we have an hangout. There are exceptions, but the core eating itself, and of course maybe sometimes maybe inflation comes, it's not an emergency. But then you now find people, because there are things that you can plan ahead for. Now there are cases. Same thing, some gadgets. If you work on your phone, for example, and they stole your phone, that qualifies as an emergency.
Okay.
But and that is and you that you're already working. Me, I even believe that, and this is the thing for black tax. I tell people that even if you want to help people, whether black tax, family, friends, or not, you have to see the efforts on the part of the person that you are helping. So you want to buy phone, that you use it to work. You that you have been working before, I expect that at least if the phone is 300k, you're supposed to get 100k. If you don't have 100k, there has to be a justifiable reason that you would explain to me why you don't have 100k. Whether you did something recently, because it's possible you might have done a large fair and then the unfortunate theft happened. Then I can now say, okay, you already have this. But you find a case where people that don't want to help themselves, they're not putting all the pressure for you to help them.
Yeah.
But you never help yourself.
I get.
But let's Funke had a few things.
Well, I think that you've basically said majorly most of it, but I think also one important thing is needs are dynamic for different people. What I would say, that's why I can't come and say, oh, how much is your need? My need is then different from you. My own need may be food. Like I moved into my apartment. I did not buy AC. I did not buy fridge. I shall bought bed to sleep, table to work, gas to cook. The rest came in. So
and
that
fridge to store food.
But the fridge a bit later. But yeah, fridge to store food. The fridge and microwave was like the next thing, so that I will not be cooking every time, and it buys me time. Do you understand? So like that's what I categorize as my need at that point in time. So needs are different. But yeah, in terms of when we say things are not really necessary, is, for example, what Sodiq says. An iPhone just came out. Is my iPhone 15 working?
Talk to him direct.
Break my back to get an iPhone 17?
Yes.
If I will need to.
Is my
it's
iPhone 14
really not
working?
necessary. It's really not necessary.
Is my iPhone 14 working?
Is it? Do you understand?
Can you
Is my
imagine?
iPhone 14
But again,
working?
My iPhone X is working.
It's not
that's-
working like it
iPhone X
works.
is
That's
working.
16.
It's not working
My
like it should
iPhone
work.
X is working.
But then again, that's my own rule.
Is it
My
easy
iPhone
orange?
14 is working.
But then again, that's my rule. Because for context, I don't even work with it. If it's my Mac, I say I can use Bobo and
Yeah.
Bobo myself and say it's processing power. I know that I'm whining myself, but I don't even work with the phone. I'm not a content creator.
Thank
So
you.
I chose to now say that if I don't buy this iPhone 17, my body will be scratching me. Let it scratch
I'm a
me.
content creator, Sha.
That's what you're using to create the
You
content.
don't have content gadgets.
So yeah, needs, wants are very, very dynamic and they're different. And they're different for everybody. But one also very important thing when it comes to taxes and number one, I don't know if the context that I know experience a lot of billing is two things. People may say it's because I'm a lady. So I'm not a guy like people bill
need
a
to
lot.
bill
They bill me. Oh.
But
I'm a lady. Oh.
number two is because what I have doesn't always necessarily reflect on my lifestyle. It's lately people are becoming to catch up.
No, me, I don't
My
know.
parents
Sis. Me, I
don't know my
don't know.
salary.
Sis.
Oh yeah,
Me,
okay.
I don't know.
My parents
Sis.
don't know my
Well,
salary.
they don't know my
They
salary.
don't know my paycheck. And I was discussing with a friend, and I'm not saying that don't tell your parents your salary, right, guys? I'm not saying don't tell your parents your salary. But I was discussing with my friend, and that was just what I would call the biggest mistake that she made, which is where she is right now. Just having them let her know. Sometimes I give my mom preview just so that sometimes she's trying to wrap her head around it. Sometimes she's trying to get the concept. She knows, but I think it's until they came to visit me late last year that they actually understood the magnitude of what it was.
Speaking of that,
Even
yeah?
in my trenches, it's why they came to visit me. Before now, like she knows that I'm just very conservative with things and all of that. She knows that she's not. I mean, I haven't called them to ask them for money in years, so she knows that she's not doing bad. But I also did not give it away like I don't hammer. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So if I've hammered like 500x. the level of hammer I
You see
give her my
5x.
6 siblings is 5x.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Life
you see
hack.
that because the truth is they're humans. They will always feel like, and it's not their fault. They will always feel like
You have, so you should give it.
and
When it's not usually the case.
it's
it
not
helps
always
to manage
convenient.
that
It helps to
expectation.
manage their expectations as well, which means I'm going to give you, but I'm not going to give you as much as. So if she thinks I have 500, she may be expecting 2, 3, 4, but she doesn't probably know that I have other priorities. So if to her I have like 200, 300, that's the perception I give her. Then she's able to manage what she's expecting from Funke, and both sides are okay. So I don't outrightly come and be calling numbers for you. And even in G-Sod, it took a long time before they wrapped their head around that money. It was only my
Oh, you
aunt.
told them?
Yeah, I told them. Oh, my aunt called them like, oh, Funke, go to Kini with go. They're paying her thousands of dollars.
Oh,
I was telling my mommy that, hey, it's not so bad. It's not so. Do you understand? Sitting down to come and be converting is not really her thing. It's now that they paid school fees in dollars that they got used to the fact that this money now, this money. Exactly. So that's when it comes. So the only basic tax that I have is my younger one, and for me, it's an act of discipline. And then my friends. And it's an act of discipline because I won't always give him money every time that he wants, because this generation are very interesting people. So I won't always give him money when he wants. So I had a giving budget. The gifts, the birthday gifts, the everything, it has a budget. It has a bucket. And once I've exhausted it, I'm really sorry. If it's not a health emergency, someone is about to die, I'm not obligated to help you. And I really, it has to be God really telling me that you just have to help this person. Because once I've exhausted the budget, what happens is it has a ripple effect on my finances, wherever I'm going to take that money from. So that's how it works for me.
I want to add one final thing before we leave this point is the friends that don't have the exposure they don't have the kind of exposure is so as much as you're supposed to exposure will help you to also see. So for example, because I know that there's a friend of mine that makes 7K per month or 10K per month, I know that it is possible.
Yeah.
It's the same way that for somebody that is unserious, if they know that you make maybe 2K per month, they will count it as they don't see back. Say, what are you doing with the 2K per month that you are making that you are not giving us at home, for example? It might not even, it's not just for family. It could even be your friend that, what are you doing with it? Don't forget that the mindset for them should be, if this person is making 2K, that means
it's possible for me.
I can make 2K.
Yeah.
Not the,
I want to collect your
I will
I want to collect your own.
because, so for example, that my friend is
I
making
see her now.
7K. Sometimes he comes and borrows money from me. And me, I'm like, why do you mean your 7K as fees?
I think it's important to know that as much as
7K.
you should be living between your means. Live between your
I think
means.
below is a good.
Yeah, below is
below.
Let me
but
just
don't
use
go
2
beyond
minutes.
it.
Let me use 2
That's-
minutes to give a small, tiny context. So I had a tiny-ish contract-ish somewhere in 2024. So
Oh, yeah.
ending of the year before 2024. And it lasted for like 9 months. And they were paying me maybe times 2 plus extra of my current salary. I don't think that my life changed. Maybe the only major purchase I bought was the MacBook, which some primary investors here helped me to get. But do you get? So I don't think I made.
God, when?
And then I mean maybe that's how I meant, and then maybe furnishing my house came from there. But after that, I literally don't even touch the salary. But okay, the major lifestyle I would say, and it's an expensive lifestyle, is traveling. I think that's another thing that made me start traveling a lot because I had money. But then I did not upgrade my life in a way that when the job was over, I would have been broke. I didn't say I was going to move into a
personal
mansion.
traveling that I've done for myself is probably just 2 or 3.
But
I
you know,
don't
the
spend my money on
traveling
travel.
also helped her with the exposure of this
This
is
is
possible.
possible.
Not from.
Not
Do you
to
get
that
what I'm
personal
saying? There's a
investment issue.
mindset thing of
Mindset shift.
So
There's
these
more to
people-
do.
So there's more to do.
There's more to
and
do.
it's,
At the
it's
end
not-
of the
it's not
come back,
coming
we're like,
from
we
a
need to
place
make
of,
money.
Let's go and
Let's go
spoil.
bowling.
We need to
spoil
make
the
money.
Vacation, let's go
Yes,
bowling.
there's
We
not
need to
that.
make
so that's the
money.
point. So that mindset thing is
Yes,
the most
yes,
important,
yes.
actually.
I think we should. This should be a time
Yeah,
round up a
when-
bit.
yeah.
So, as you to round up, what's an advice you would give to tech professionals out there, developers, designers, and everyone in between, right? That they should know. They should take from this full episode as a tech person. Like one advice you give them that if you make your money, There are things to avoid. There are things to like to
Do
do.
you like upgrade your life
Yeah,
like
like upgrade your life
immediately, or you
immediately.
just wait like a year or two before you do that?
Like, what are
Or
things
just
you should do
continue
when
living the way you're living.
you start earning that amount? That's
Because
She send me money, oh.
What most of us do, most of us, we
Use
just
yourself,
upgrade
not
our
say
life
I mean,
immediately.
well, not most of us, but now you see how people they save right from the beginning.
Imagine.
I can never relate to this conversation.
cannot.
See, you understand where I'm coming from. I can't relate
I
to
cannot
this
relate.
conversation.
Now I have to go
Honestly, it was
and
for
learn.
the fun of it.
Thank God for Sodiq in my
To you,
life.
that
Honestly.
was fun for you.
It started becoming serious when I realized that guy
It
was becoming
was-
an adult. There's no pocket money and
Wow.
like all this. But it was for the fun. It was just enthusiasm about it. What are all these things like this
Listen,
people
we
used
all
to
say,
say?
Yeah, I didn't even know then.
Like,
I
people
don't
they
know.
use their fun.
So I
Like
don't-
golfing.
When people say, I don't even count all those
You
years
mean
that I
like
was
hobby?
investing because
Wow.
let me tell you
That
how
was
bad
like a
as
building-
it
was a building
was.
block.
I would use maybe like 5K to buy 5,000 naira. To buy a foreign stock that would be like $1. I'll be using buying stock $2. It was a loss. I was just playing.
That was
Do
a
you
building
guys
block.
understand exactly? Yeah.
For us, we
It's
didn't,
good.
we didn't, we didn't
It's
see.
good. We love
we
it.
just as money comes.
So let her
either-
just advise.
We don't see zero in our account. We will not rest.
I think
Okay,
my
I'm like
advice is, I'm
Thank
putting
God.
my thoughts
I
together.
was you're different on that part.
I think that, for tech is whether you are young or old, I think the first part is just understanding yourself. A lot of things that we do about money is either from things that we are running from or things we are running to. One of those two. So if you understand yourself, it will help you to understand the kind of decisions that you make regarding money. And then it can now condition your mindset and know that. So for example, see, there's nothing wrong with buying a $3,000 every month. $3,000 bag every month. If you are making 100K, what is $3,000 bag that you cannot buy? So it still
I don't
goes
think I'll
back
still
to
buy it though.
Oh, mommy, I can't know.
me, I will. Like, so there's all your money must be saved, all your money must be invested. No,
Live a life.
you have to live a life. You have
I'll
to
be traveling though.
I
I think it's
travel,
different things.
meet new people.
I might not buy that bag, but I'll be
have new
traveling.
experience, whatever it is for you, whether it is buying a new iPhone, but you get the content that I'm putting as against what you have, so that you are not, because in the end, if you have all this money and you don't spend, next of kin go enjoy
That's
them.
these of things are not
Straight
even
to
nice.
straight
They're
to
not
dry.
even
Next
nice.
of kin go enjoy them and they
They're
will
not-
spend it
they are
anyhow.
not nice at
So it's
all.
still important for you to live life, understand yourself, and live life as you are going on this money journey. And people say that I did not used to believe a saying. There's a saying that you can invest your way to
Out of
to
poverty.
wealth. I don't think you can. I've looked at it.
Okay.
I don't think you can. The
Okay.
thing that you can still use to make the most money is the skills that you have. Because if you are investing 10% per annum, for example, if you have made 40K, that's already 4,000 per annum, for example. But if you did not have the 40K
Where
to
you want
put in the
them?
first
How can
place,
you then make
That's
Then
what
you want
Funke
see
said.
the-
That first save up.
so whatever
Have
you need
money
to
that you want
upskill
to invest.
to climb higher in your career and earn more, whether it is courses, whether it is training, whether it is new gadgets, whether it is ensuring that you have power in your house. Of course, there is a way you would do it that will not make sense. So, for example, if you are earning 250K, it makes no sense to go and put inverter. Whether you can buy small gen, I better pass my neighbor. Like you'll be doing it
Or buy
progressively.
UPS.
Or borrow, or go to your friend's house every day and be charging there and come back home. But but you get to a stage where you know that I need to do an inverter. I need to do solar. I need to go off grid. But it's what? Progressive. So you are not supposed to jump from A to Z. You go from A to B. Steady,
Yeah.
slow and
You should-
steady.
Yeah.
Nice, thank you very much for
Nice.
sharing that.
What do I want to say when Sodiq?
Don't say it. Don't breathe.
So, but I think number one is I'm going to pick up from where he left. The best investment you can ever make is yourself, especially if you're young. If you're old, you can still invest in yourself. But if you're young, you have so much advantage. You have time. You have the power of compounding. You have so much advantage. So, as much as you can, skill up. My goal this year is to increase my earning power like mad. Increase my earning power like mad. So skill up. Whatever you can do to skill up, so that you can increase your earning power. When you have more to invest, you have more to amount to wealth. which is the first point. The second point I would say is money is very slippery. Very, very slippery. Like very, very slippery.
They come as
You can have
they go as quick as they
justifiable,
come.
you can have justifiable reasons to spend $100,000 and it will be gone. You see all this money that we look at and we say, oh my God, I look forward to the day I'll have a lot of money. I look forward to the day I'll have maybe $1 million. I remember when I made my first $1 million, I could not sleep. So that's the same way it's going to be when I make $10,000. That's the same way it's going to be when I make $100,000. That's the same way it's going to be when I make $1 million. It looks high, but money is very, very slippery. And it's easy to justifiably spend it. So I would say, take an evaluation of what your current financial life is. Where are you spending the most money? For the guys, is it on women? Or guys?
I'm on a woman that they spend all my money.
I mean, if you're not married, anyways. Yeah, I support if you are married. Please spend on your wife. Yeah, thanks. Okay. So for the guys, how do you spend your money? Where are you spending it on? What's taking the bulk of you? For some people, they would have a better, healthier life having a chef than eating out. Financially and healthier. For some people, because they're eating out maybe like 50,000 naira in per order. So for some people, they will do a better, different categories of life, different classes of life. Some people can't eat Chicken Republic with you. Do you understand? So for some people, having a chef, it might be a better option than eating out all the time. Then you eat out, then you're with people, and then you spend more because people are buying multiple food. Do you understand? So having a chef and getting someone to do all of those runs and having a chef may even save them more money and may even give them a more healthier lifestyle. For some people, having an insurance, a HMO is a better deal for them. Thanks to Sodiq for making me get an HMO. HMO now, and these are like water. But anyways,
the HMO they are used since all these days.
Yes, no, it's my HMO that got me.
We'll talk off campus. I want to upgrade. I want to change it to another provider.
Yes, we found out. Is she the one that we found?
Okay. Thank God, because February is when I'm supposed to renew. So, for some people, it's insurance. For some people, it's insurance for their gadgets. Take an evaluation.
Let's start with that.
Take an evaluation of what your financial life is. You may not be able to do, I want to track every amount. That may be too hard for you to do. But it could be weekly. How much in total did I spend on groceries? You can start it weekly. How much did I spend on sending back home? How much did I spend on work? How can I cut down these things? Or how can I not cut down? Maybe the word is optimize it better, right? Because it's not necessarily about cutting off. For example, for me, like he said, there was a time in my life where na generator. Now, when I moved to this apartment, an inverter was a non-negotiable. I did it before I moved in. But I did not have fridge, but I did inverter. I did not have couch, but I did inverter.
I still don't have couch.
Because it is the primary thing for me to produce back, right? So how can you optimize the things that you're currently spending on to be better? Because you'll find out that if you don't sit down and look at those numbers, you're making some funny choices that you can better do. Do you understand? So when you have taken that evaluation, it's easy for you to know, maybe I'm spending so much on buying bags every month. Maybe I'm spending so much on shoes.
Like the
frivolous things, I'm telling you. Like
I don't buy bags every month. I don't buy not. I buy frivolous. I buy just for here.
Just maybe. Let me tell you, there was one time I realized that
I don't buy every month.
Getting a car is really important too, because the amount of money I'm spending on Uber.
Yes.
Jeez.
Who was I telling?
Nobody eats my money after food as much as Uber.
I was telling him.
Uber is so, like my total Uber is so, these days, if you're not important,
I
I'm in my
think
house.
like
I'm paying, I'm enjoying my rent.
I will buy public transport.
I still enter public transport.
Me, I do enter public transport.
Oh, you don't?
She
Yeah, I do.
Maybe if I'm going to Ogba Market.
Ogba Market. From this to from my house to Kosi to Bariga, I took public transport. So it's lesser.
I tried.
Because that is 5K on Uber.
I'm adjusting.
And I'm going to use 700 to get there.
I'm adjusting sometimes. Let me tell you why I'm adjusting.
quiet.
In periods like December, when they will tell you 30K to go to the island, you will enter down full. you will enter.
I would rather even say my house.
So when you evaluate it, then you understand, okay, these are things that I can optimize. What that does for you is it even helps you to realize that you have way more to invest than you think. You have way more to save than you think. And then by the time you cut off those excesses, you now start to build your life back up. So you now get to the stage where, okay, if I was doing 100K for my family before, I can now do 200,000. You get to the stage where, and AC wouldn't be bad at this stage. I think my light bills can accommodate it. My everything can, do you understand? My lifestyle can. So when you start increasing things progressively, you were not using a monitor before. I think I can get a monitor now and a speaker. It's your bed. And in as much as we're saying all these evaluations, I think it's very important that we speak about the facts where you love yourself and you treat yourself well.
Yes,
because you are sweating for the money, you are working
Don't go and
so
pack all
hard,
the money and
but
put
you want
for
to do, like,
investments.
you will now say you want to invest, you want to invest all your life.
You invest, you don't
This
feel
life
chop
is
club.
one, no. You don't feel chop because they buy land.
That's how we go down.
This life,
You go pay for the land.
this life is only one. So when you've done that evaluation,
See, now your life be land.
take yourself out of, don't be overboard with it, but have reward systems for yourself. Have
Yeah.
reward systems, have how you reward yourself. What that does is you're investing for the long time and you're still feeling satisfied with the fact that you're being taken care of as a person.
Yeah.
You're taking care of the people that matter to you. You're taking care of the things that matter to you. And life is good. So from there, you can begin to identify. And then finally, don't be in a rush to invest per se. Meaning, because Sodiq did crypto, it took me a long time to watch him do crypto before I said, and right now I'm doing it only with the money I'm letting go of. It's just like, I have spare money. Let's use
I'm
that
also
try out
doing
this
it
thing.
with the money I'm letting go of.
Okay, Sodiq is doing it
There
with
are things that
11K
Sodiq will do.
that he can let go of.
There are
Yeah, he
things
let
that
11
Sodiq,
K
yeah,
go off,
there are
so-
things that Sodiq will do. He has some higher level of high risk than me. I'm much more conservative. There are things that he will do that I cannot do, even if I was any more than him, which I'm not. There are some things that he will do that I still cannot do
I have no words.
because we have different risk tolerance. So don't be in a rush. If it is 7% you saw and you understand it, start there. And then you grow up. Don't be in a haste because everybody said X is rising. Oh, you went to put your money there.
Try.
Relax.
Okay.
Try to understand the basics. You can't be an expert. You can't. Of course, when it comes to like things like stock and all, you can't. I'm not even a financial analyst or anything. I invest in companies I like, companies I study, companies I've seen historic performance, companies I do a bit of research. Most of the trading apps have kind of like demo trading platforms where you can use fiction money to. Do you understand? And stocks is not even conservative. I don't know why you don't have conservative stocks and you are already talking about stocks. Because we're in a bull market, so it's not even conservative. So like, start small, start where you are, and then you begin to expand your portfolio from then. You begin to grow. For example, for you, it can be, I want to save X towards my retirement, so I know I'm collecting XYZ every month. Especially like I said, if you're young, time is on your side because compounding is so crazy. If you invest like $50 every month for the next 40 years, you have over $300,000 without doing nothing.
Yeah.
Even if you invested like 24K, like the total cost of what you have invested would have been around 24 or so. I can't remember. But you have like over 292,000 naira extra. And in the grand scheme of things, if you're not doing so bad, $50 is not a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's just like saying it's not a lot of money per se, depending on where you are. So for you, it could be 20, for you, it could be 10, whatever it is, however you choose to, just have some structures in place and don't be in a haste to do everything at once. And then you
Okay.
keep growing your life from there.
All right. I think we've heard it all.
Oh, and let me add, don't do life alone.
Don't do life
Yeah, so
alone.
I have friends. I'm happy to say that. So that was my friend.
Yeah, making
Don't
bad decisions,
do
they can tell
life
you.
alone.
And hear what?
You said the year one.
Yes,
How can I join your circle?
our young generation, there's that now only my word, now only my way makes sense. I want to do everything by myself. I'm going to tell you the truth. Maybe because that's how I was raised. Desist from it.
Yeah.
Have friends. It doesn't pay for you to be alone in your circle.
You can't
Have
always
friends.
see it from your perspective.
I want to
You can-
change circle. How do I change circle?
You have
Anyway.
to collect from.
Please
Connect
send the
phone.
phone to me. I want to
You
feel
can-
the phone.
I'll
Please
Because
see him after
taking across
off
my
camera.
life while you guys are just like running through the whole thing. I'm just
Same
running
off
through so
camera.
many decisions. No.
Okay, so thank you. Thank you both. Like I'm so excited that we're having this conversation. I'm sure our audience too. Like you all have been like taking notes since the beginning of this episode. So I want to say thank you to both of you. And I think one thing that I want to add to it is there is no late comer. You are never late to start. So if it is now, even though you have been earning for the past 5 years or 10 years and you have not ever invested, it's never late for you to start. Or if you are old or young or too young, it's never too early, it's never too late. So you all should just like go do your thing, and maybe in the next series or episode, we are going to be having this conversation in Argentina, as my friend
Yeah,
said.
who knows?
Who knows?
Preach.
No,
Who
I
knows?
like Abu Dhabi, Dubai. I love Abu Dhabi.
Okay.
I think
Dubai.
Dubai.
So
will
who
be
knows?
Dubai.
I think
But
Dubai.
yeah.
Very nice.
Thank you very much for watching this and spending the past 1 hour plus, if not 2 hours, listening to us rant about savings, investments, and everything in between. Special shout out to Sodiq and Funke for coming on board to
Yeah.
have this conversation with us. You can follow Sodiq on Twitter and every other social media at
Geek
Tutor.
tutor.
the tutor. Now you understand the tutor to the geek right now. And you can follow Funke on Instagram and on Twitter.
Wealth with Funke. That's
And
what you
Roxy.
should.
Words with Funke.
Come and
See,
build
if
your
not-
wealth.
Quick one.
Kenny.
Okay,
Wealth
let me
with
lock in
Funke.
now. On Instagram. It's on Instagram.
Yeah, it's on Instagram and TikTok. YouTube and Twitter will be coming soon.
Wealth with Funke. Me don't lock in on my people, so
Stay locked in.
still locked in. Change your circle because sometimes your-
yes, be with the
your
right
circle-
people,
your
yeah.
circle might not be worth it. Because my circle is not worth it. Anybody in my circle, I'm shading you all. Anybody in my circle, people are not worth it. Trust me. Do what please
I'm
with this
sorry,
information.
guys. I'm
So,
so
yes.
sorry.
I'm changing my circle when you see this episode. Sorry, me and you not there again. You know, are you hearing what they are dropping? What have you been saying to me for the past how many years? We've known each
Oh
other.
wow.
So please, let me.
I'm not in your circle, right? Am I?
I need to go so they do now.
I just want to know. If I never know people, you don't go talk again. So this triangle, really?
Now, there's something
Alright,
can around it.
alright.
So yeah, thank you very much for watching to this point.
Thank
And
you.
catch you at the next episode. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter,
Subscribe.
X, and every
Like,
Twitter is the same thing.
And share.
Yes, nothing_Africa. Bye.
Cheers.
Bye for now.
Bye, guys.